Attention passengers, this is SNY's Keith Hernandez, and this is a Queens-bound 7 express train, the fastest way to Citi Field to see your Metsies.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? What is going on? And welcome to a very special live. Now, obviously, we have never done this at the 7 Express podcast. First and foremost, before I continue, it's your guy, David from Top Bunk Sports. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. So, like I was saying, this is the first time we've done this. And I said, you know what? The weather's looking gloomy. I'm sure everybody is either getting out from work or just got home from work or wherever you're at. And I was like, you know what? We're starting a new series. We're still at home. We got 3 games against the Marlins. Why don't we have some fun today? You know, Monday's not the best for everybody. So why don't we do a in-game live and just vibe out? Just, watch the game together. Let's just chill, man. Let's see what happens today for this game. So I'm like, you know what? Let's do something fun. So the game's about to start. I got the game on my TV, and I got the game cast on for you guys to watch here. Shout out to Armand. Appreciate you. What's up, my guy? Shout out to the 12 that's in here so far. Hopefully we get more as we go. But right now they're just showing some facts within the series. They're showing Keith and Gary. And yeah, man, we got Kodai Senga on the mound today, and hopefully, we get some good action. I'm expecting Juan Soto home run. I'm expecting Pete Alonso to continue his success. I'm expecting, Francisco Lindor to continue what he's been doing the last couple games. Obviously, him being home, everybody was worried about his start and how he started the month of April, but him being home and him being comfortable definitely seems to be paying off. Opening day, he started off with a double. The next game after that, he started with a double. And, it's just hopefully, that continues because you need Lindor in this for this run. And Kodai Senga pitched a solid game against Miami. He really had his stuff going. He gave up 1 run, and then obviously, because of Lindor's error, gave up an unearned run that became a double in the gap and officially made the game 4-2 for Miami, and they would go on to win by that score. So, this is kind of a redemption game in per se for Kodai Senga. So hopefully we do see some going. And yeah, man, we get some consistency going. Shout out to the 16 that's in here. Like, share, subscribe, comment in the chat. We want everybody to vibe out, and hopefully we get a big win. Shout out to Queens baseball, man. Everybody in Queens baseball. Shout out to Rube. Shout out to Keith. Shout out to Josh, the accountant. Shout out to Edge, man. Those guys are really holding it down on Queens baseball, man. So shout out to Queens baseball. But yeah, man, we're a couple minutes from game time. Probably, I would say 6 minutes from game time. So yeah, we got a lot of things going. Hopefully Kodai Senga is on a roll today. I'm really impressed with what this bullpen has been able to do. This bullpen has really kept the Mets in games for the most part, and I think that's the most impressive thing when it comes to this whole situation, right? Because you didn't know who was gonna be a big X factor, and to me, I think the big X factor in this bullpen has to be Max Kranick, right? Max Kranick shows an unbelievable couple games in spring training. He's going off. Everybody wants him to make the opening day roster. He does, and ever since then, Mendy's basically, he's been giving him the ball, and he's been confident with the kid. I gotta give him credit. I really do. Mendy has been giving this kid a good amount of time, ample size and time, and he's been able to put this kid in position to succeed. I mean, we all thought he was crazy when he put him in against the Astros with bases loaded, right? So, he got out of that. And ever since then, he's been dominant. So, shout out to Max Kranick, a really big piece in his bullpen. And the rotation, the starting rotation, guys like Griffin Canning, guys like Tyler McGill, Clay Holmes would basically be the only one that's kind of struggled his last two starts, not as much, right? He's kept the Mets in games, but it hasn't been like dominant, right? It hasn't been that efficient. So, Clay Holmes, I believe, goes tomorrow. And it's his first start at home, so hopefully some home vibes kind of gets them comfortable and kind of gets them going as we get this season on the roll. I'm very excited to see how this team is gonna pan out. Right now they're showing Francisco Lindor signing some autographs for the people. He's a man of the people, man. Shout out to Jacob is in here. Appreciate what's going on, Jacob. Appreciate you joining in. Shout out to the 29 that is in here, guys. Trust me, I'm gonna try to make this as fun as possible for y'all, man. I got some of y'all on my fantasy team. Jacob, let me know who you have. I mean, unless you don't have to expose that, but let me know who you have, man. That we hopefully we bring you some good luck today. But yeah, man. Right now they're doing the home plate meeting between the two managers, and yeah. Shout out to anybody that's at the game. Right now it's break outside, so it is that's one that I wish I would have went today. If I would have known that they were wearing the black jerseys today, I probably would have gone. But I'm out here. I'm out here repping the colors. I'm out here styling, profiling. He says Jacob says Lindor and Soto and Nimmo too. Well, I mean that's two big pickups right there, just based on Nimmo and Lindor and Soto. So you got Nimmo too. Nimmo right now is kind of up and down. Lindor, like I said, is heating up, and then obviously Soto's right now. He's in the middle right now, but those are the three big guys right now that can definitely get you going as the season starts. They're warming up right here, so hopefully, I will have the audio of the game in the background. So as you guys look at the game cast right here, you'll be able to see the strike zone and everything. By the way, let me know because from my vantage point right here, I obviously have a closer screen with the setup. Let me know if the game cast is good for you guys, if you can see it well, or if I need to zoom in or switch it up a little bit better. That way I can make it just a little bit bigger. To me, I could see things fine, but I don't know if you guys can. So for any of the guys people that are watching here, like I said, we got 29 in here. We got 12 watching through the 7 Express YouTube channel. We got 14 watching through Top Bunk Sports. Let me know if you guys could see that perfectly, or if I need to switch it. I will switch that. But as of right now, yeah, you guys can see the strike zone right here, all the info right here. And yeah, I'll have the audio of the game playing in the background. It'll probably sound a little bit further just because it's playing through my TV. Like my TV is literally right above my setup. So I'll be looking up and down half the time, just trying to get everything going. But they're about to start. First pitch is about to start. 1 minute from game time. Game time. And yeah, man, we should be fine, man. We should be fine. Man. Shout out to the shout out to SNY, man. Shout out to MOB, man. That's clutch. Now I don't gotta use the SNY app separately. Like everything is under the MOB app. I think that makes it easier now. So that's definitely works for everybody. But yeah, man, the game's about to start right about now. So I will put the audio for you guys. Lower it just a little bit. So shout out to the 33 that's in here, man. Please, like I said, please like, share, and subscribe to the 7 Express channel. Please like, share, and subscribe to the Top Bunk Sports channel. As again, I'm just having a little fun with y'all, doing an in-game live with y'all, so y'all don't gotta watch it by yourselves. Well, the boys just took the field. Kodai Senga is on the mound, warming up, and we're about to start. So as you guys can hear Gary Cohen in the background. There's not a lot of people. They're showing the view of the park. There is not a lot of people. So not everybody wanted to pull up. It's definitely cold. Definitely ugly because it was just raining like 2 hours ago. So the rain has stopped as of right now, but it is definitely cold. So not everybody wanted to pull up on a Monday. I totally get it. But hey, still gotta play a game, right? So pulling up Kodai Senga's numbers right now: 5 innings, 3 hits, four runs allowed, 1 walk, and had 8 strikeouts on 77 pitches. So that was his first game, his first start of the season against the Marlins in Miami. So yeah, man, let's get it going. Let's get it going. Shout out to the 38 in here, man. Let's keep this chat active, man. Everybody that's watching, man, hit up the chat. Let's have a conversation while we watch this game, man.
Since the third game, the last game in that Miami series, he gets to start in 7. So with Sanger starting for Turin, I know where you're going. You have your dream battery tonight of Senga and Sanger, like seltzer and salsa.
All right, game's about to start. Let's get it.
Senga. Well, it's a field pitch.
Like I said, guys, for those of you that are watching on here on YouTube or X, comment if the game cast right here on the right of me is good. Is if you guys are good, if you guys can see that well. If not, I will make it bigger. Just let me know. But let's get it. First pitch on the way.
Senga with a double in Miami last week. First pitch by Senga tonight, a fastball in for a strike, and we're underway.
Ready attacking the strike zone on the first pitch. I'm trying to see how quick. I'm looking forward to seeing how quick Kodai Senga could get out this first inning. I want to see what he does here.
So he got on the cutter, inside out, and it's to left. And the Marlins have a leadoff base run. Very nice inside out. He jammed him, brings his hands in, and there's your inside out, folks. You can see he just breaks down his swing.
So yeah, he threw a fastball inside, and Edwards kind of got there right away and drove it the other way. Found that gap in between third and short. So already gave up a hit on 2 pitches. It's not that bad. I'm not really gonna complain about it. Again, Edwards had to go and get that. That's not something that was right in his wheelhouse. But you got to be careful with this Star Wars dude, because this Star Wars dude has power, and he took one out on Senga last week in Senga's first start back. So definitely got to be careful with this dude. He likes attacking the fastball. That's kind of what I've did research on when it came to Star Wars, because again, Star Wars kind of gave him problems. I thought that home run that Senga gave up to him was pretty interesting. So Senga's struggling right now in terms of this at bat. He's already down 3-0. Really can't find a strike zone in this at bat. Hasn't thrown him a fastball yet. Everything all breaking pitches on the last 3 pitches that he's just thrown. So yep, he's walked him on four straight pitches. Jonathan, how you doing? What's going on? I just want to see something real quick, because I feel like the game. Okay. It's ahead. So the game cast right here is ahead. So.
Opposite field home run against David Peterson off the second deck in right field in Miami. Corners pitch in against Lopez. He grounds one slowly. Lindor's going to go to second, get the force there. No chance to turn 2 against
so runners on first and third with 1 out. And
but Edwards arrives there safely.
At this point, you got to play the corners in. Or you can play the corners halfway. That we go in for 1 out, you go in for a double play. If Mervis right here hits a ground ball, whether he hits one the other way to Vientos or whether he hits one straight to Pete, Pete's kind of playing a little bit in, trying to hold the runner off on first. So, let's see, first pitch. Lopez already stealing. Nope. Oh, he got him. Ooh, okay. It looked like Lopez got there safely, but I guess Lindor still held the tag in when he came off the bag. Let's see right here.
Well, there you go. The head first slide. Can't stay on the bag. Stay with the tag.
Oh yeah, he's out. Yup, he's out. He came off the bag. Yep. Came off the bag.
Senger throwing through, and the Mets get a
came off the bag. Wow, that's a big out right there for Senga, man. That is a big out. That's a big out. So right now, Senga's on 9 pitches so far. Not too bad. Not too bad. 2 outs. Key out there right on that stolen base. Jonathan says Lopez slide past the base with a jabroni. Yeah. Sometimes you can't stop yourself, man. Sometimes you're running too fast. You're running so fast that when you slide head first, you slip off. So it happens. 1-2 count. 10th pitch of the game. Throwing one out. He's kind of struggling with his command just a little bit. He's not having trouble attacking the strike zone. Again, 11 pitches. If he could get out of here quickly, you're good because he's his pitch count is low. But yeah, he's having a little bit of trouble with his command right now. And he's a little bit wild. He's a little bit wild. It's early. It could the cold could play a factor in that as well. Maybe some people may not want to talk about it, but it could play a factor into that. Who knows? We'll see how he adjusts as the game goes. But 13th pitch coming up. That's a nice fork ball. Mervis was able to get to it and foul it off. So, a pitch that he could have swung and missed on, and Mervis got the barrel to it and fouled it off. So, but let's see. 3-2 count. He's on his 14th pitch. He's about to throw his 14th pitch. Let's see where he goes here with a runner on third base. Let's see what he does here.
Really cold. Fans came and they stayed. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming.
Walked him. Okay. Walked him. So again, he's still finding a little bit trouble with his command. Can't really locate the strike zone right now. Threw a fork ball and it was way inside. So it's on his 14th pitch. 2 outs, runners on first and third. He was 2 for 9 against Eric Wagaman. Sorry, 2 for 9 against Senga. Let's see what he does here. 14th pitch, about to throw his 15th right about now. What a cutter! Nasty movement on that cutter. He said, David, how did you get Amish to come out of retirement? Amish is my guy, man. And we're in a group chat. We're in a group chat, and we're always talking about the Mets, talking baseball in general. And we wanted to have some Met fans on. Well, we haven't had a lot of Met fans on, but we appreciate Amish a lot, and we love his take on the game and the Mets. And when we had him on the first time, 1 second, let me see what he does here. 1-1. Ooh, right there, right down the pipe. A cutter right down the pipe. When we had him on as just a guest the first time, we were vibing out, and we noticed how this how it went. So we decided, hey, why don't we ask him if he wants to?
He just missed down with a fork ball. It's 2-2.
See here, ew, ads, ew, ugh, no, remove, no, stupid ads. I hate ads, man. I really do. I'll put it back on, guys. I hate the ads. I don't know. I hate when it shows the ads. 1 second, guys.
which means they're more vulnerable inside.
2-2 count. 2 outs. Runners on first and third. He's about to throw his 19th pitch. Yep, fair ball. Wagaman goes the other way to Alonso. Alonso catches it for the final out, and Senga escapes early trouble, only allowing 1 hit in the first inning. Just 1 sec. I don't know where these ads are coming from. Jesus Christ. Where are these ads coming from? Excuse me, guys. I'm trying to. I got these stupid ads. I don't know where they're coming from, but sorry for the audio in the background. But yeah, so far so good. I mean, about 20 pitches. I thought maybe he would have got out of there with 12 pitches, but again, struggling a little bit to find the strike zone. Hopefully, as he goes on, he'll be able to find some consistency. I do think that the weather does have something to do with it. So yeah, that definitely, I think, plays a factor in it. Trying to figure out. All right, it went away, so we're good now. We are good now. Let's get it. Shout out to the 47 that is in here. My guy CP in the building. Salute. Appreciate you, CP. Hope you stick around. CP, let me know your thoughts on that first inning from Senga. My guy Jonathan says these Marlins hate the cold. I mean, hey, let's see how that plays. Let's see how that plays out. That definitely could play a factor. Your starting lineup for the New York Mets: Francisco Lindor leading off, Juan Soto right after him, Pete Alonso batting third, Brandon Nimmo, your number 4, Mark Vientos, your number 5, hitting over Jesse Winker. That's an interesting one. That is a very interesting one. I didn't expect that. I thought Jesse Winker would be, over hitting in front of him, just because Jesse Winker has seen the ball a little bit better. Mark Vientos with 2 hits yesterday, but I just thought they'd give that advantage to Jesse Winker. But it's a good way for Vientos to kind of slap out of it and kind of start to find his groove. So yeah. So Francisco Lindor is up to bat. Let's see how this goes.
He takes the first pitch cutter for a strike from Beozo.
Beozo just threw him a cutter down the pipe. First pitch strike.
208 pounds from Mexicali, Mexico. Used to be 5'10" right-handers.
See what Lindor does here. 1-1. Lindor showing bunt. It's a 1-1 count. Again, when Lindor gets a hit in his first at bat, the Mets tend to feed off of that, and the offense tends to show up early. What Lindor does here, we don't know. Let's see if it pays dividend. Ooh. Beozo threw him a cutter inside that I probably maybe would have called a ball. I guess you could call that strike because it was on the line. So there you go. Good eye, kid. 2-2. Beozo shut the Mets down. Shut the Mets down last year. Jonathan says Beozo shut the Mets last year. Okay, interesting. So it'll be interesting to see their approach going into this game against them. Lindor might have just got a bloop hit. Yes, he did. Yep. Let's go. Lindor leads off the game with a bloop hit to center field, and there you go. On the 5th pitch, Beozo throws. Lindor's on base.
Just dumped it into no man's land.
So now you have Soto, and now let's see how this plays out. Soto showing bunt there. Okay. Soto trying to play smart fundamental baseball. Soto's like, all right, I'm gonna try to let's try to score right away. Shout out to Soto for that, man. Definitely waiting for that Soto bomb in Citi Field, man. I think it's much needed. Good eye. Ooh. Okay. This umpire may play a factor in this game, man. I don't know, man. That was high for me. That was high for me. 1-on-1 count to Soto. Beozo on his 7th pitch already with a man on first. 1-on-1 count. Throws over to first. Tries to check on Lindor. You know, like I said before, like I've said many times before, when your 1-2 combination is Lindor and Soto, you tend to everything falls into place. Once Soto gets hot, Soto trying to go the other way. Once Soto gets hot, you're definitely this team is going to be different. And I think that's the key thing. I think everybody else falls in line when your 1-2 punch in Lindor and Soto start to get hot. So let's see how that plays out. Let's see how that plays out. Really expecting big things from those two because they do play well in pressure situations. 1-2 count to Soto. Bale's on his 8th pitch. Soto takes the ball down low. It's a 2-2 count.
Pete Alonso waiting on deck.
Pete Alonso's up next.
They
Yes, sir.
Faced the Mets last August, went 5 1/3, allowed 2 runs, 7 hits, and no
definitely looking for Alonso to continue this hot streak. I'm liking it, and you know damn well Soto went after a high fastball. Not likely. It wasn't even in the strike zone. So Soto chasing that. That's odd right there. That's an odd one right there. Yeah.
And I'm sure the umpire said
that's an odd one right there because Soto doesn't really chase those high fastballs up there like that, especially when they're high and away. So that's very, very, very interesting. I don't. But right now he's kind of struggling, but I don't believe that he'll fall into that. It's one of those things where right now he's just trying to get. In my opinion, I think he's just trying to get acclimated and trying to get used to things. Then he'll find his stride. But let's see what Pete Alonso does here. Pete Alonso right now batting .290. He is 5 for 12 against Miami, .417 batting average with 2 home runs and 8 RBIs. He is carrying this team right now. Shout out to Pete Alonso. Up in the count 2-0. And yeah, let's see. I like I'm saying, I respect what Pete Alonso is doing right now. And you know everybody's talking about if the Mets can possibly extend them now that Vladdy got what he got. Okay. 2-1 right now.
He is just throwing a lot of slop up there. Well, he's mixing them up, that's for sure. He's not an overpowering guy. He has to mix in all of his pitches.
See, 2-1 count on his 13th pitch. Throws. Okay, 3-1. 3-1. Very strong at bats from Pete, man. That's a pitch right there that Pete last year would have swung at. If you guys just paid attention to that last pitch that made it a 3-1 count, he would have swung at pitches like that last year. There we go. Pete Alonso taking that breaking ball up, and there you go. Continues his hot streak. Pete Alonso is on base, and we already got runners on first and second with 1 out. Beazos is on his 15th pitch. Way to stay with it. Seeing that ball well. That's a breaking ball that's up. Right there, right on the sweet spot of the bat. If you look at that replay, for those of you that are watching the game on SNY, if you look at that replay and they kind of stopped it when the bat hit the ball and they kind of stopped it right there. It was on the sweet spot of the bat. So let's see what Brendan Nimmo does here. You got runners on first and second. A breaking ball inside. He lets it go. Jonathan says, "Are you going to Citi Field on Wednesday?" Maybe I got to see what works because Wednesday they play a 1:00 game, so I don't know if I'm able to get out of work early to go to that game. Right. Brendan Nimmo getting on top of a breaking ball, going the other way.
I look at Brandon with the beard, and sometimes
Mark Vientos. I want to see what Mark Vientos does against this pitcher. This pitcher throws a lot. He has a good fastball, but he throws a lot of breaking pitches as well. Let's see what Brandon does. 0-2 count. 17th pitch coming from Baezos. Oh. Okay. Lindor's tagging the third. Brandon Nimmo flies out to center field. That is the second out. So call out sick like me. No, I've used all my days, bro. That's the problem. Otherwise, I would have. I definitely would have. Called out. Ooh, look at his numbers from Mark Vientos against Miami. He's 1 for 17 with a .077 batting average. Mark. Yeah. Again, everybody had worries about what a second year Mark Vientos was going to be. I personally feel like he's just going through a struggle. I don't think it has anything to do with pressure. I don't think it has anything to do with that it's a second year staying up here, and he didn't start the year in the minors like he did last year before he officially got called up. He'll get out of it, man. He's a really good hitter. Does he strike out a lot? Yeah, I think he has the same effect as Pete, but he is a really good hitter. Again, you just gotta with Vientos. He just has to find his consistency, work on his approach better. That's it. See what he does here. 1-0 count. A breaking ball up, and he fouled that off, man. If he was able to take that breaking ball and go the other way, we're talking about a 3-0 game already. 1-1 count. First runners on first and third. See what happens here. Another breaking ball, and he fouls it off. Those breaking balls, he's trying to go the other way with it, and you see he's late on it. So. I want to know if he throws him a cutter here. I would throw him a cutter here. You threw him 2 breaking balls, and he literally almost got it. I would throw him a cutter right here and throw him off. Okay. It's good. 2-2 count. 2 outs. Runners on first and third. Mark Vientos right now having an excellent at bat. Let's see what he throws here. So he's throwing back to first. Again, Mark Vientos is seeing that breaking ball really well. You saw those last 2 swings, man. He was a little bit late, but those are 2 breaking balls where he could have gotten just a little bit earlier and would have drove it the other way. That's a good. That would have been a good sign to see from Mark. Fastball up high in, getting the barrel to it, fouling it back.
Jesse Winker would be next. They also actually came over in a trade from Houston early last season and was inserted into the Miami rotation late in June. Well, they're making 13.
Shout out to the 53 that's in here, man. Shout out to you guys for coming in, vibing out as we do a in-game live on game 1 of this 3-game Miami series. 3-2 count. With a sweeper outside, Vientos did not budge. Vientos got a 3-2 count with 2 outs, runners on first and third. What will Vientos do here?
3-2 out. And Wagaman continues to hold him, so that keeps that right side hole open. 3-2. And Vientos.
Good eye. What an at bat. Shout out to Mark Vientos. Bases loaded. And now we got the Wink man. We got Jesse Winker up, man. A guy that, again, you want. Lefty-righty matchup. A guy that was swinging the bat well on Saturday. You want to keep his consistency going. And, yeah, man.
Winker had the huge night on Saturday night against Toronto with the 2 triples.
Let's see how this goes. See what the first pitch is. I bet you first pitch is a breaking ball. Ooh, okay. Sweeper up. I wonder if he throws him. I wonder if he throws him a breaking ball. If he throws him a breaking ball in here, Jesse Winker catches that. You're either talking about one in the gap or a home run. Let's see. Oh, fuck. Swung an inside pitch. Popped up to second. The Mets strand 3. Get 2 hits. But again, strand 3. Still 0-0 going in to the top of the second. So, yeah, you have that. So, yeah. I'm gonna just leave the ads here. I'm gonna leave the ads here. I'm not even gonna move it, but yeah, man. Yo, what question for you guys, for everybody that is in here? What did you guys think of the Vladdy extension? I think the Vladdy extension is that's an interesting one, to say the least. You got to understand from the perspective of Toronto. I don't know, man. It seemed to me like Toronto didn't want to pay him that money in the beginning. And when it got to the point where they failed on Soto, they failed on Ohtani, it was like, listen, we got to give this fan base, we got to give this fan base as much as we can. We spent money on renovations. Cool. Stadium looks beautiful, whatever. Certain fans care about that. Not a lot of them do, though. If you care about the games, you care about the product, who are you gonna have here to pair up with Vladdy, who is getting to his prime? And that's the question. Now, of course, they ink him up for a 14-year deal worth $500 million. So what they got to do is, work on their pitching. What they got to do is make sure that they are staying aggressive, because, to be honest with you, I do not think that Vladimir Guerrero Jr. wants to he wants to just rebuild. I think that's worse for him. So it's gonna be pretty interesting. It's gonna be pretty interesting. I'll say the least. I'll say the least. I do wish him well, because that is a Dominican. This is a Dominican player. I'm Dominican myself. So, hopefully, as we keep, as this keeps going, Toronto does find a way to, build around them and to put that team in success to win every year. Because, you signing Vlad to that extension, Vlad wants to win. Vlad is tired of the losing the first round. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I'm sure he's not happy. He's not happy. So 2-0 count. 2-1. Like I said, I'm hoping that Kodai Senga is finds the strike zone a little bit better, is consistent. 2-2 count. 2-2 count. Shout out to the 56 that's in here, man. Let's go Mets. Please like, share, follow, and subscribe, and share the live, man. We want to get more people. We want to get more people in here. We want to vibe out. Fastball right there, right down the pipe, right in the strike zone. 3-2 count. And yeah, Kodai Senga hopefully can start dealing. Let's see. 3-2 count. Got him right there. Right on the painted it right there. Sheesh. Fastball is living right now. That fastball is living right now.
So I'm wondering, if you're Senga and you've seen early in this game that the Marlins are laying off your forkball, does it mean you throw the forkball less, or do you throw it differently?
Fastball inside, going the same spot that he got that last strike. So shout out to Senga for that. Senga, I know he's not really gonna he's not really gonna use a forkball on every pitch, but that forkball is nasty. The movement on that forkball is crazy. Another fastball inside, so he's attacking the inside part of the strike zone, really trying to establish that.
You have big at bats. Young hitters tend to get a little overly aggressive and overly anxious, and that feeds right into Senga's strength.
0-2. Here comes Senga. Got him. Got Myers. That is 2 out.
He's got back-to-back strikeouts.
2 strikeouts for Senga.
There's the answer to your question there, that he's going to his fastball. Remember what Ronnie always said, you have a struggle through a first inning, and you always go to that second inning, and you have that bottom half of the order or the bottom third of the order to kind of cruise through and find your rhythm.
A high strike in the strike zone. 2 outs so far, 0-1, top of the second, 29 pitches. Again, if he could get quick outs, another fast one. Now he's going inside again. A little bit better now. A little bit better with his command. A little bit better with the strike zone. I think he's kind of earned it. So.
And even though the Mets went slow with him in spring training, he hit the ground running. And there's the forkball, and again, Marlins able to lay off.
Again, please like, follow, follow, and share the live. We out here vibing out, watching this Mets versus Marlins game, game 1. See how this plays out. If you guys are watching it through the, Gamecast, it's probably ahead of me, so excuse me if I'm not at the same time. Jonathan says, your thoughts? Mets played 10 games so far. We only got from the pitchers. I mean, if you got to be blessed if the pitching is what it is, right? There we go. When he gets it, 3 outs. Bam. Oh, bottom of the second. Here goes the Mets to bat. Excuse me. Here comes the Mets to bat, and hopefully we can start from there. But in terms of your question, Jonathan, you say your thoughts. Mets played 10 games so far. We only got 1 quality start from our pitchers. Yeah, but they've kept them in games. They've been able to kind of keep the Mets close. And when the Mets were close towards the game was going, the Mets were, able to really find some momentum. I mean, some of it came early in the game, and then obviously we didn't really bat at all. I mean, you remember that, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was the third or second game where, I think it was the third game, where we literally only had 1 hit the entire way, and that was Juan Soto going off, hitting the double to the Crawford boxes. So, you're going to have nights like that. But if your pitching is consistent and they're able to keep you in games at all times, and they're able to have outings like we've seen, it's up to the offense. It's up to the offense. If Senga is going to roll like this, right? He may not be great, but if he's solid to where he can go 6 and maybe give you like 5 strikeouts or whatever, then you could talk about, then, I have nothing to worry about. Like his first start against Miami last year, that didn't bother me. Why? Because he kept his team in the game. And then on top of that, that 4th run that he gave up was unearned. You know what I'm saying? It was because of a slider. I mean, because of an error, from Francisco Lindor. So, other than that, he cruised through, man. He cruised through. He's a very special talent when he's healthy. It is dope to see him and enjoy him. And yeah, we'll see.
Around the majors, presented by Mumu, as we discussed yesterday.
They're talking about the extension right now.
A 14-year, $500 million contract extension with the Jays. So congratulations to him. Still has to pass a physical to make it official.
Here's Tyrone Taylor.
Takes him off the free agent docket for next offseason. Tyrone Taylor takes breaking ball outside as we start the home second.
Tyrone Taylor's on a pretty interesting case, man. I wonder what's gonna. I don't know, man, because Jose Siri right now, I mean, it's early, but it really hasn't shown any potential to start. So, I wonder how this thing with Tyrone Taylor is gonna, play out.
Do you know that 3 dog nights?
This guy's,
the 1970s than any other.
He also has his breaking ball breaks a lot. Like there's certain breaking balls that I have seen that are just flat, but the arc on his breaking ball is just crazy that they see it, but they're so late to it. Oh my God, Tyrone Taylor just got saved right there. Would have struck out on a high pitch out the strike zone, and he foul tipped it. So 1-2, 31 pitches for Bales so far. Here is the man Luis Angel Acuna that's coming up next after Taylor.
More than Taylor early in the season, and there's a reason for that.
1-2. Wow, that breaking ball right there in the corner. That one right there.
2 weeks. And then come out and give him the quality of bat and not complain and not beat down in the dumps. He understands his role. And that's floated down the right field line foul. And Siri might be able to do
Tyrone Taylor fighting in these at bats. Yeah, that breaking ball got movement, man. I see Stan from West Point in here. Stan, what's going on, man? How are you doing? Appreciate you joining in. Shout out to the 59 that is in here, man. Like I said before, please like, follow, share, and subscribe to the 7 Express podcast. Tyrone Taylor fighting off. Still 2-2 count. 34 pitches so far, man.
He's coming up. And the one advantage the Marlins have tonight is that they didn't play yesterday, so they do have a rested bullpen. But they need
a lot of his pitches, a lot of Bales' pitches are also, if you notice, and they're hitting the top of the strike zone, and certain guys at times are not laying off, so that's interesting to see. 2-2 count, 35th pitch from Bales is about to throw number 36. See what happens here. And Taylor goes the other way. For a hit. So after fighting off and staying in that at bat, he rewards himself with an opposite field single. Attaboy, Taylor. That's how you do it, baby. That's how you do it. Again, a lot of his pitches, whether it's his fastball or his breaking pitches, they're staying up. And the Mets are falling off, but they're taking note of that. Here's my young bull, Luis Angel Acuna. Let's see what you do. Oh, Taylor. Oh, no. Oh, he's safe. Wow. For those of you that didn't see that, it's on. Miami's gonna challenge it. Let's see. Wow.
That's the call. But Adrian Johnson, he's saying that he didn't tag him. But then did Taylor come off the base at the end? And did Lopez keep the tag on him?
He might be out.
Oh boy. I think it's OUT.
No, but he's saying, okay. So if y'all didn't notice that, Tyrone Taylor took off early, and it looked like he was about to get to second safe without Bales really knowing. He noticed it and turned around and kind of threw the ball back to second, but it was almost a wild throw. And Taylor was able to slide in head first, but it looked like right before Taylor's mitt, his sliding mitt, touched the base. Oh, see, they overturned it. Damn.
So they saw a tag. Right. Yep, he did.
No, he got him. Yeah, he got him.
That definitely was a definitive call. So
if he didn't get him on the leg, he would have. Oh man, that would have been dope. It says no spoilers, David. You are 30 seconds behind SNY TV Live and CT anyway. Okay. All right. Well, you're ahead of me, Stan. You're ahead of me. You're good. No worries. See what Acuna does here, and Acuna popping up already on the second pitch.
He calls off the catcher, Fortes, and makes the catch 2 out. That was like one of the plays in 62 minutes almost. Well, the stolen base percentages have gone up significantly, and the number of steals per game have gone up. But be because of limited throwovers, runners have taken liberties by running early, and that accounts for some of that difference. And in that case, obviously, Taylor ran too early. Here's Hayden Sanger with 2 out, and then he takes a strike. It's interesting how the baseball minds.
We're not comment on the play until I know you've seen it. Okay.
Base wasn't important if you didn't steal 70% of the time.
Absolutely. I appreciate that. Appreciate that, Stan.
Now they are. Now they're still at an 80% rate.
What pitch was that? Jesus. I'm telling you, all of Beasl's pitches are going up.
That's one of the rules I don't like.
Going up. They're not even in the middle of the zones. If he's not touching the corner of the strike zone, the bottom corner of the strike zone, a lot of his pitches are going up. Oh, that's too easy. Too easy. Bezos fans, Sanger, a very easy pitch right there. But yes, a lot of Bezos pitches right now are going up, and again they're seeing it, but they're fouling it off. They got a couple of their hits due to just putting the barrel to it. But a lot of his pitches they're going up. They're going up. So hopefully that plays a factor into the Mets being able to rally some hits here. But other than that, this might be a pitching duel, because I didn't know that the last time we played against Bezos, he cooked us last year. That's what was told to me. So far so good for both pitchers. Hopefully, like I said, Kodai Senga can definitely go 6 strong or whatever, and I would say if he could at least give you 6 innings and then let the bullpen kind of do its job, that's a good start for me in terms of what Senga could do. I know they're probably still being a little bit protective on Kodai Senga, and that's kind of understandable. He's coming off an injury, so obviously the whole season he was kind of out, and then he came into the playoffs. But other than that, he's kind of getting into shape again as a starter for the entire season. So it's just kind of, it's kind of, I wouldn't say concerning, but they're on the lookout with Kodai Senga. I don't think they want to push him too much just yet. So we'll see how that plays out. But I'm hoping that this isn't another dreadful game where the offense really doesn't show anything. Hopefully the offense could definitely turn the page, right away and score early. Just score early.
Nice and toasty on a chilly night at the ballpark.
It is cold.
The Mets were nice enough to gift us these beautiful jackets.
It is cold, man.
Courtesy of New Yorker Nowhere, celebrating our 20 years.
Shout out to the 64 that is in here, man. Like I said before, please like, share, involve, and subscribe. Oh.
Slugs one out to left field. Back goes Nimmo on the warning track. The catch. Fortes just missed.
Fortes almost went deep.
It's going to be hard to hit a ball out.
Fortes almost went deep.
1 out.
Fortes almost went deep. That win is playing a big factor tonight. It's playing a big factor today. If it wasn't for that win, Fortes probably would have had a home run on that.
I wish we did. It's my Cesar Romero.
34 pitches for Senga so far.
And also, it could be in the flower child. I could wear it in Haight-Ashbury.
Water don't count. Again, if Kodai Senga could get out early in these innings, man, he'll be fine. He will be fine. Just needs to establish the strike zone a little bit more, attack the inside, being able to utilize a forkball pitch just a little bit more. I think he'll be fine. But it matters what he's doing with his control. If he can control the strike zone, if he could get some consistent momentum with his pitches, I think if he could do that, he'll be fine. See, establishing the inside, got a strike, borderline strike, but got a strike now. It's a 3-1 count. He's about to throw his 39th pitch. Let's see what he throws right here. Wow. Okay, so a 3-1 count, and Edwards takes another pitch inside and goes up the middle for a base hit. So, yeah. And that I don't know, man. That cutter looked super flat. Super flat. So, no movement on that cutter. It looks like a straight fastball is coming to you. And obviously it's easy for them to see it. They put the barrel to it. And Edwards goes up the middle for a single. So
did you
first pitch swinging. Again, if he could definitely get out these innings quick, I don't think you have an issue with Kodai Senga today. I really don't. I just need him to establish that strike zone a little bit more. Stan says Senga is like low 90s fastball. He needs a fork and break off speed to keep people fooled. Senga should never serve 2 fastballs in a row. I agree. The main thing with him though is, again, when he uses, like, to your point, when he uses that fastball, he goes on to his secondary pitches. So for him to use his fastballs and back to back, that's interesting to me, because he really doesn't do that. So yeah, you got a good point on that, Stan. Again, you threw a breaking pitch right there. For those of you that saw that, Stowers fouled that off going the other way. So again, he's trying to mix, but there have been a couple times where he's thrown the same pitch back to back, and sometimes it doesn't work, especially if the movement is not there.
Wow, losing that throw to first base, and Alonso did well to save him an error. And that could have been trouble.
0-2 count. Senga's about to throw his 41st pitch. Man on first, one out.
Stowers walked his first time up, and he goes down.
There we go.
And Senga's got his 3rd strikeout.
3 strikeouts for Senga so far. It's another ghost pitch.
It's the first of his.
Again, if he could get out these innings quick and unscathed, Kodai Senga is going to have a nice game. So we will definitely see how that plays out.
So 2 out. Edwards still at first, and now Otto Lopez, who hit into a fielder's choice.
I don't know. Every time he plays the Mets, Otto Lopez is always like, no.
Acuna gets the tag down a little too late.
So Edwards steals.
His 3rd of the year, so sore knee and all.
Edwards steals. You have an 0-1 count.
Well, for him to be doing that means his knee is A-OK. 2 base hits and now a stolen base. Strong throw.
Right on the money, or kind of.
Senger threw out Lopez in the first inning. Now Edwards gets him here in the 3rd. Runner in scoring position with 2 out, and 0-1 count to Lopez.
See what happens here. Runner on second, 2 outs, 0-1 count.
That's lifted out to right, easy for Soto.
Too easy. Let's go. Get out this inning, baby. See, it took a little bit longer in that inning, but he was able to get out of some trouble unscathed. Kodai Senga. Yeah, it's all Kodai Senga. Like I think Stan hit it on the nail. When Kodai Senga is mixing his pitches and he's not throwing, the same pitch back to back, he's efficient. He may not be like that all the time, but Kodai Senga is definitely showing that if he could trust his fastball, if he can locate his pitches, and if he can, use more of his breaking pitches, he's gonna find success. And that's what you need from a guy like that. Not everybody looks at him like an ace. And in my opinion, I think he has quality stuff that could make him an ace. But we got to see more consistency from this guy before we, label him something or or put him in a pedestal within the pitching rotation and the pitching staff and all that. So, it'll be pretty interesting to see. Stan says that last one was indicative. The Lopez had to reach down and ends up with the lazy fly ball to right field. Yeah, no, for a fact, Stan. Senga is not, the thing with Senga too is he's not good with holding runners holding runners on. So when he's not holding runners on, you're obviously not, it's not getting you anywhere. And that's the problem. That's the main problem. Guys will steal on him, and he puts himself in a bigger situation because guys are not guys are stealing on him, and he's not able to hold runners on. So that's a big situation. That's a big situation that I think he would need to work on that. Senga's very frustrating pitcher because from the on deck or dugout, you can't wait to crush him, and when he fools you, it makes the batter angry, which is good. Absolutely, said 1,000%. Yeah. Here's Francisco Lindor. Francisco Lindor started the game with a base hit. Average is up to 200, boys. Francisco Lindor is back to 200 on the average. See what happens here. 1-0 count. Fastball right down the pipe, and he fucking missed it. Oh my God. Went the other way. He fouled it back. Dying for a Francisco Lindor home run right now, dude. Same thing with Soto. I can't wait till they both go back to back. How sweet that's gonna feel. I really can't. Lindor bunting his way. Beautiful bunt. Look at that. Bunting the other way, gets himself on for the second straight time for a hit. My guy's waking up, man. My guy is waking up. Look at that. Being right there. So now what Soto does here, Soto can definitely do what he tried to do in the first inning, and then he could bunt Lindor and he could bunt and advance Lindor to second, or swing and go bonkers.
Soto struck out the first at bat, and we've noted over the many years, most hitters do not like to move around.
Shout out to the
Soto is one that will do.
Shout out to the 74 that is in here. Like I said, please like, share, and subscribe. Comment as well. We are vibing out together. Shout out to the 7 Express podcast. Shout out to Queens Baseball. Juan Soto takes a strike inside. 1-1 count to Juan Soto. Wonder what Juan Soto's approach is after that first at bat. Mind you, he took an odd a swing and a miss to become a strike three. It was up and away fastball, and he usually, like we've seen it throughout the years with Juan Soto. He really lays off pitches like that. So for him to after a pitch like that was very odd. So I wonder what his approach is. 1-1 count, 42nd pitch. Ooh, Soto going back, touching that upstairs and going the other way.
Deep in the box. There's the first pitch. That's the second pitch. Third pitch now. Fourth pitch. Now, with 2 strikes, he moved up in the box. Why? I did that on occasion. Catch that splitter early or the curveball before it breaks. And what did Biozzo do? Threw him a high fastball. Fooled him.
1-2.
So that certainly leads to the question.
Ooh. In the gap. That's a gapper. Let's go. Lindor's going. Let's go. Let's go. Juan Soto with an RBI double in the gap, baby. 1-0 Mets. Let's get it.
Well, they were playing the center fielder. Myers was.
There we go, baby. There we go.
This ball had a lot of hang time. And I think you're going to see Juan now that he's out of Yankee Stadium. There's the center fielder. This ball's up in the air.
Soto thought that was gone, too. If y'all pay attention, he kind of stopped for a little bit. He thought that was going. Let's go. Atta boy, Soto.
Using left center field more. We saw that from the first at bat in spring training this year. Remember, he had a home run.
Let's see what Pete does here. See what Pete does here.
And he is perfectly capable of hitting the ball out to left center. On a little warmer night, that ball might have traveled out, but settles for an RBI double. Lindor scoring.
And we have Soto at second, no outs.
Alonso takes a sweeper down. And here's he's deep in the box where he normally stays. That ball had a lot of play right down the pipe. So that time he did not move up in the box with 2 strikes. But I was going to ask you before that hit, do you think Beozo saw him move
there
up
we
in the
go.
box?
Good eye, Pete. Good eye. Jesus, I'm such impressed with the plate discipline from Pete Alonso, man. I'm really, really, really impressed, man. Oh my God! Last year he didn't have that. I'm telling you, last year he didn't have that.
Use a disengagement in that spot. That's lined out to left field. Right there waiting for it is Conine, and he retires Alonso for the first out of the inning.
Alonso flies out to left field. It's 1 out.
He's shaking his head.
Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Listen bats for Pete over the last week. So 1 out now. Brandon Nimmo flying out to center his first time up. So a pitcher can never, there could be no more quick pitches anymore. Remember those days, Gary, when a pitcher would try to quick pitch you? Yeah, and sometimes that would lead to some nastiness. You can't do it today.
Fastball outside. I wonder what Brandon Nimmo's approach is going to be right here.
Supposedly, by rule, supposed to wait for the hitter to be set for buys before you pitch.
Now that Bezos is kind of a little bit, he's flustered a little bit after giving up that double to Soto. Oh, that's going away. Soto, third base. Let's go. Let's go. Brandon Nimmo literally just needs a sack fly, bring Soto in, and it's 1-0. It's 2-0 Mets.
That's going to bring the infield in. That's just a pass ball. Oh, wow. He just missed it. Tipped the webbing of his glove. So the infield will come in. 2-0 count to Nimmo with Soto at third and 1 out.
See what happens here. 2-0 count to Brandon Nimmo. Bezos on his 54th pitch. 3-0.
3-0. Mark Vientos standing on deck. Beozo was lived dangerously right from the start of this game. That's 5 hits and a walk over the first 2 and a third. The pass ball giving the Mets a chance to play another.
Fastball right there on the. That's right on the line of the strike zone of the strike zone right there. A bit inside, but hey.
Regardless of how successful he is. And we just pitched 2 innings of relief on Friday in the minor leagues. And the breaking ball.
Fuck, man. Oh my God. It's the one. Like it's the one thing you don't want. All he needed was a sac fly. He pops up in the infield. God. Talk about our luck, dude. Like, talk about the luck that we. Bro. Come on, Vientos. Vientos, please, bro. Please. Let's not leave this man Soto stranded alone. Please, bro. That's a tough one. He hasn't called that a strike all game. That's the first time he's called a high breaking pitch game all day. I'm gonna be honest with you.
He's a taller umpire. Taller umpires generally call a higher strike.
A breaking ball right down the pipe, and Vientos try to go deep. Down 0-2 in the count.
He's walked 1, giving up 1 run and 5 hits.
Beozo's already on 60 pitches on the bottom of the third, so he's not going long for sure. And this is I would say this is a good thing for Senga because now, well, I don't know. It depends on how you look at it. Yep. That. Oh my God. Bro. Mark Viento's got a nice pitch down the middle, drives it to left field, and Kodai robs him of a hit. What a dive. What a dive. Wow, man. Damn, Mark Viento's had one. We could have been up 2-0 right now. Oh, man. Yeah, man. And that sucks for Vientos too, because again, Vientos is finally. I mean, he had 2 hits yesterday, so he's trying to find his stride. So when a guy's trying to find his stride like that, fuck, man. Fuck. Stan says, "Great D. What can you do? Great news is that Vientos made solid contact." Right. I mean, I guess you could say, yeah. I would agree. I would just hope that he finds it. He finds it before summertime, before July, because then that's really where the arguments are gonna come in. Shout out to the 89 that is in here. Appreciate y'all. Like I said before, please follow, please share, and follow and subscribe to the 7 Express podcast. It's the first time we're doing this in game live. Just having some fun with y'all. Thought it'd be a good idea. Just depending on how this goes, if we do another one, we do another one. I obviously will be with my guys, Chris and AP and Amish. If they do decide to pop in, you'll see them. You'll see them up here. But as of right now, they are not. So shout out to them. The show wouldn't be what it is without them. So those are my guys, man. Those are my guys.
It is my job, just as a journalist, to do it for all of you. So I didn't want the guys in our truck to experience. So I've got a cheeseburger here, a chicken sandwich, but the one that I heated up before was a chicken, rice, and cheese burrito.
Oh boy!
And, by the way, I checked the ingredients on the back. I counted them, did a rough count. There's over 90 ingredients in this. I'm doing it.
Oh, Steve. What are you doing? It is the 1-year anniversary of Steve's adventure in gastronomy.
Here we go. A fastball inside.
Survived that? I do not know.
It's a 1-1 count.
Not going for
it's a 1-1 count so far.
The chicken salad, which you would have had a month-old mayonnaise in it. But still, the burrito was certainly a stretch of Steve's stomach and so much more. This broadcast has been tough on Cincinnati's ballpark food.
Well, we've been tough on Cincinnati's food in general, and I was just trying to take the heat off of Gary because the people there were not happy for his Skyline chili take.
Hey, can I tell you something, Steve?
2-2 count in the 4th inning. Kodai Senga has 48 pitches. Again, staying level-headed. Getting out of these innings quick.
All sorts of stuff as Matt Burgess singles up the middle to start the 4th inning. So I have been gratified by the response to my Skyline chili explanation.
You know what?
But I'm wondering what the upshot of your little foray into the cuisine in the ballpark was.
A lot of gratification because I was an agent of change. I did an expose, and a couple weeks later, remember, they replaced the vending machines. They gave the people in Cincinnati, look at this, look how beautiful this is. The replacement vending machines. I mean, these are top of the line vending machines.
Yeah, those are all products with enough preservatives to last forever.
I'm just happy, guys, that we are celebrating the anniversary because it was 50-50 at best that I'd make it in 1 year.
Well,
0-2 count.
I think of you, and I think of 60 Minutes, and you guys are like right
going around the batting the batting lineup for the second time. So let's see what decision Kodai Senga makes. 51 pitches in, like I said, Kodai Senga again trying to get out there quick. I gotta appreciate him. That helps the bullpen and that helps Mendy too.
This is why, Keith. Yes. All these other teams all these other ballparks, they just can't wait for us to come to town. Because they never know what's going to transpire when we're in their building.
Well, you upset the Oakland Athletics too at the Coliseum.
Well, we got upset by the wildlife, crowd and foul. And I'm looking forward to Sacramento because I'm feeling that the Sutter Health Ballpark is not going to have the wildlife issues and leavings that we dealt with the last time we were in Oakland.
I did not have that trip.
No, it wasn't dogs. That one too coming outside 2-2. You remember what happened though? They had to move us out of the booth where the
Shout out to the 94 in here, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to the 7 Express podcast. 2-2 count. 54 pitches in. 4th inning. Throws back at first. I just want to shout out all the dope Met content creators, man. Shout out to Shane's son. Shout out to Till Met's do his part. Shout out to Subway to Shay. Yeah, so many Met, literally off the top of my head, so many Met. Shout out to Blunt Thoughts, my guy Hector. So many dope Met content creators. Pete Alonso. Hey, okay, Pete. Okay. Pete Alonso out here. Okay. What a play from Pete.
Well done, Pete.
Everything working for Pete right now, bro. Everything is working out for Pete. Shout out to Pete.
Well, Hero, the interpreter, was impressed. So 1 out and 1 on Griffin Conine made that great catch in left field to Rob Vientos.
Right there in the corner.
Call third strike his first
56 pitches. He got a man on first with 1 out.
Juan Soto's RBI double, giving Senga the lead. And a ball blocked by Senger.
Remember all the folks who said Pete can't play D. LOL, they're wrong. I mean, hey, I agree. In my opinion, I think he's a way better defensive first baseman than fucking than Vlad. So, you know.
That's line the other way.
Shit. Okay. So now Kodai's kind of leaving things. Kodai's leaving things in the zone. The Marlins are getting to it. A fastball right down the middle. Drove it the other way. Marlins got men on first and second with 1 out. Look at Kodai, man. Kodai robs Vientos of a hit, and now he gets a hit himself going the other way. A big hit at that.
So 2 on and 1 out, and now Dave Myers, who struck out on a fastball his first time up. Fouls off first pitch, cutter, 0-1. Myers and Derek Hill have been in the timeshare in center field for the Marlins, but Hill has been bothered by something of a bad back. Hill was supposed to be in the lineup yesterday, had the Marlins played in Atlanta, but Myers back in there tonight. His 42 degrees and a bad back really don't go together. And a cutter off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Clayton McCall, former Dodger coach, now in his first year as a big league skipper. We saw some of his growing pains down in Miami last week. Trying to figure out how and when to use
1 and 1. Men on first and second, 1 out.
And the fastball pops inside, 2 balls and strike.
This might be the main inning that Kodai struggles all day. Who knows? High pitch, 61 pitches already. Let's see what Mendy does now that he's at a high pitch count. Double play. Sweet. Let's go. Get it. Let's go. Clutch double play. Gets Senga out of trouble in the 4th. And the Marlins they're not going to challenge. Let's go. That was definitely close. Definitely close. Should be a pretty interesting game today.
Well, it was a big win for the Rangers. On-scene reports. We head back to the Garden. The way right now is kind of building upon itself and insider analysis. They are one of the best teams that the NBA has to offer. Honda Sports Night, all night, every night, starting at 11 p.m. only on SNY.
Get your New York sports here.
Your live same-game parlay presented by Fanatics Sportsbook. Earn up to 10% fan cash back on your bets, win or lose. Use fan cash on team gear on Fanatics.com or bonus bets in the Fanatics Sportsbook app. Stay tuned for exclusive offers all season long. And guys, when we were in Miami, I pointed out that this new regime in Miami is doing things a little bit differently. That offensively, instead of taking batting practice off of BP pitchers, they use the pitching machine to get the correct velocity and the pitch shapes that they're going to be seeing later that night. Well, they do a similar thing with the pitchers and how they get the
Jesse Winker's up.
Instead of throwing bullpen sessions this season in between starts, they throw live BP on the field to players most of the time who aren't going to be in the lineup that night. So
I'm really excited to see what Jesse Winker could provide, especially after what he did Saturday. I think again that was his coming out party. Pause. Yeah. Stan says, I think Mets carefully monitor Senga's pitch count. They gradually extend him. Limit +5, limit +5, limit +5 until Senga normalizes his second start. He'll go fifth. He'll go fifth, but not every day.
There was a manager and maybe one coach on the team. Sometimes there was no coach, so the manager couldn't throw all of the batting practice, so they would have some of the players throw batting practice instead.
That was, I think,
2-1 to Jesse Winker. 3-1 to Jesse Winker. He might walk him right here. He might walk him right here.
They would pay, I guess, I don't know what. I don't like the idea of BP on the game velocity.
Let's see, 3-1. Strike right down the pipe. Right down the pipe.
Hitters today like to hit more in the cage. The cages are much better than one we had. We were like hitting out of a tunnel in our day.
This
so narrow.
Bellozo pitch is really good. I don't remember him at all.
Winker gets under one to center field. Who's going to get it? Left fielder Conine. Probably the least likely of the four, but he gets there to make the catch. One away. Well, I think that, players these days, as they come up, are getting more and more used to simulating game conditions. Now they have the pitching machines that can simulate the motion, and the spin and the velocity of any pitcher in baseball.
I understand that, and I can't comment on that or relate to it because I've never experienced it.
Maybe we need to get you in the box.
Oh, I can't hit anymore.
No, not to hit, but just to see what it looks like. That machine.
You're going to tell me I'm going to get in the box and I can't swing it? I can't try to swing?
Well, you can if you want to. You just told me that you couldn't. So I just wanted you to be able to visualize what it looks like as somebody who has, applied his trade swinging the bat at some point.
Have you guys noticed Bales, like I said before, Bales' stuff is really low. Again, the Mets are doing everything they can to put the barrel to it. They just can't get consistent hits off of it. So his stuff is really good, man.
You just couldn't tell where the ball went off your bat. Because, like I said, it was so narrow and you had a low ceiling. So when I took BP in the cage care before the game, I tried to hit right up the middle and hit line drives right back to the pitcher. Bullets up the middle.
Hit the machine.
Well, it wasn't a machine, it was a live arm. I never liked machines. The only machine I liked was the curveball machine, the 2 tires. And that made me into a good breaking ball.
This is awesome about the pitching machines that they can use, man.
Thanks to
I heard about that a little bit, Stan.
The Cardinals when I was coming up and young. Taylor gets a great
Tyrone Taylor.
Back comes Fortes, hoping for a play.
No. Tyrone Taylor literally just got under one.
And Taylor retired 2 out. Setting probables for the remainder of this series. Clay Holmes makes his first home start for the Mets. His first 2 starts came on the road. Connor Gillespie goes for Miami. And then the day game on Wednesday, Tyler McGill, who's just been brilliant so far against Max Meyer.
So we got Connor Gillespie tomorrow against Clay Holmes. Then we got Max Meyer against Tyler McGill to finish off the series. Excited to see those two, what they're able to do.
Beozo has survived nicely despite throwing a lot of pitches early in this game. Thrown in as an emergency starter with Alcantara going on the paternity list. And he's given up just 1 run and 5 hits. 2-0 to Acuna, who fouled out to third base his first time up. This is what Senga does a lot. Works on his fundamentals. That's really fundamental work on his delivery. His mechanics.
No way. Oh, I thought he would have called that strike. Wow. Shout out to the 100 in here, man. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe and share the live, man. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to the 7 Express podcast once again.
So that's interesting right there.
I don't understand that. So he throws a breaking ball high inside. He doesn't call that a strike, but then he throws the same exact pitch, but it was lower, and he calls that a strike. Okay, 3-1 count to Acuna. What is Acuna doing here? He walked him. Attaboy, Acuna. Good eye, kid. Let's go.
That's the second walk given up by Beozo. And the Marlins have their bullpen cranking.
Yep. There we go. Beozo is done. Beozo is done. High pitching count. He is a corner.
So let's see if Beozo is done. He is 76 pitches over 3 2/3. Tyler Phillips will come on in relief of him. Call to the bullpen brought to you by Nissan. Shop NissanUSA.com.
He is a corner. So the Marlins are going to their bullpen. High pitch count from Bezos. And now we'll see what happens now. We'll see if the Mets can attack the Marlins bullpen and really show something on offense.
All night, every night, starting at 11 p.m. only on SNY.
Two outs, Acuna should steal second, and third, manufacturer one. I mean, I would have him steal. I would have him steal second. Try to get something going, especially if that's a momentum mover for the bottom of the lineup. So, yes, Stan, I do agree with you, Stan. Also, Stan said that comment right there. I do agree with them. You have an opportunity with Acuna, a fast runner who just took a walk to steal, and see what this bottom of the lineup could do, because this bottom of the lineup is horrible. So.
The latest Mets and Yankees news. Soto MVP, no doubt about it. Rumors. There's a lot of question marks about this team and opinions.
I am excited.
I like it. On Baseball Night in New York, presented by your Tri-State Cadillac dealers. Weeknights at 6, only on SNY.
Shout out to the 102 in here again. Yeah, sorry guys. I wish I was I would have had music playing. I had something for you guys in terms of like music playing in the background, but something's going on with the software that I'm using, and the music is not playing.
Storylines this year. The Braves and Phillies get together tomorrow night for their first series of the year. Braves got rained out yesterday. They are very happy to get rained out. They have just gotten off to a miserable start. They do get Sean Murphy back from the injured list. He should be ready to go for that series against the Phillies on Tuesday night. Tyler Phillips, former Philly, comes
right, here we go.
Singer, who struck out his first time up.
Throwing inside of Sanger. What is Hayden Sanger going to do?
In 4 days, he had a nice outing in that third game of the series with 2 innings against the Mets, 1 hit, no runs.
It's the 9th and 10th in that game, which the Mets wound up winning in 11. Sanger pops one at first base. Long run from Lopez toward the line.
Oh, what a sliding. Jesus Christ. Wow. Okay.
And sprints it across the foul line and made that sliding catch. Nicely done by Lopez. Keeps it 1-0 New York.
Yo, guys, I will be right back. Give me 1 second. 1 second.
Bunk Sports X SNY. The hottest sports night unto the minute news. Your New York teams.
Well, it was a big win for the Rangers.
With on-scene reports.
We head back to the Garden. The rain right now is kind of building upon itself.
And insider analysis.
They are one of the best teams that the NBA has to offer.
Bunk Sports X all night, every night, starting at 11 p.m. only on SNY.
Get to New York Sports here.
Face us, somebody should have told you. I'm way up on the grind and I won't lose. Shake up, make bucks, then I'm on too. The next level, the best level, you won't lose. They're never with no rules. I'm gonna let you go through. I'm gonna speed it out, I'm gonna heat it out. Keep it never down, you win it down.
How you doing?
Because he just busted his ass. Huh? Because he didn't want to stare at him. He just looked down and he does the where he slid across the. No, it was funny because the way he slid.
All right, guys, I'm back.
Entrance to Washington Square Park. Looking southward.
That McDougal Street, I think, is a nice restaurant on the far side of that park. A block down further.
There's a lot of NYU right there.
Yep.
If you make a left, that's where the bottom line used to be.
I love the
That's the
bottom line.
bottom line very much. Graham Pauly leads off against Kodai Senga in the 5th. Pauly grounded out to second base his first time up. And he pulls one.
Oh,
down the line.
no.
Foul.
Oh, thank God.
Alonso
Wow.
shows foul.
I thought Alonso ripped. That was a shot.
So Pete's got to be done. I'll tell you what, he got a good break on this ball.
Bam. Oh, wow, he wasn't even close.
The ball hooked.
Polar Bears thrive in the cold.
Pete likes to dive.
Splitter below the knees, 1-1. Graham Pauly, one of a couple of guys in the Miami lineup who have been a little heartbroken the last 2 days. He's a Dookie. So is Griffin Conine. It was quite the collapse by the Dookies on Saturday.
It was. Who do you like in the final?
Well, my feeling is that Walter Clayton is so hot that maybe Florida's going to win.
Let's go. Look at Gary Cohen. Gary Cohen pricking Florida to win the NCAA tournament, bro. Look at that. Respect, Gary.
Never won a championship, not even with the Big E and Elijah Wan.
Well, Kelvin Sampson's looking for his first title, too. He's been around for a long time. He's been a really good coach for a long time. Nick Fortes on deck, and then Xavier Edwards for the Marlins in the 5th against Senga. He's given up 4 hits, and that one's pulled down the right field line toward the
Oh, God.
corner, but
Oh,
foul.
thank God. That looked like it was gone for a second.
You remember that game on national TV, Gary?
UCLA.
Against UCLA.
I'm so delayed. The Mets put something, and I don't even know.
And Houston.
I'm about to see right now.
Of the Bruins.
It was 1968. That was the game that established college basketball as a national product. Paulie takes a hard turn at first as Soto fields the base hit and gets him back in. So leadoff hit for Paulie. That's 5 hits against Senga singles. And the second straight inning, the Marlins have gotten the leadoff man on.
Well, the Marlins have shown that they've made the adjustment on Senga. They've had some good at-bats. Senga just pitching a good game.
Senga staying in there.
Swinging and flailing.
Senga is definitely staying in there. This inning right here is important because he'll be up to 70 pitches. Double play. Let's go. Yep. Let's go. There we go. Easy. Let's go.
First pitch, 2 outs. Senga likes every bit of that. So now he'll start his third time through the Miami batting order as he takes on Xavier Edwards. Edwards is single to left, single to center, 2 for 2. He's also stolen a base.
All right, 2 outs on his 70th pitch, and he throws a
sweeper. Misses off the ball.
A nice breaking pitch.
Whiff rate against that fourth ball. Yep. Yeah, the first outing, not tonight. From 57% down to 14%. Swings and misses against the
2-0 count, 2 outs,
so
71st pitch.
I
would probably, depending on what happens right here, if he could get out if he could get Edwards out quick, give him the 6th. I would give him the 6th.
Fastball fouled off, 2-1.
I would give him the 6th. See what he does in the 6th. If he gives up a hit automatically, then you take him out, you bring in the bullpen, and
as you look at the cartoon forks, looking like little Pac-Man monsters or Space Invaders. 3-1. The Mets are going to have 13 straight days where they play a game starting Friday in Sacramento, which means they're probably going to go to a 6-man rotation, and that's mostly in deference to Senga.
Oh, you heard Gary Corn right there. Once they start this road trip, they most likely will go to a 6-man rotation. So
the plan all along was to start with 5 and eventually go to 6. Mets really don't have a 6th starter right now. Paul Blackburne's trying to work his way back from a little knee problem, and he might be ready in time for that spot or not. But they want to make sure Senga stays healthy and productive. 3-2 coming. And he fouls back.
Senga with a fastball right down the pipe.
It's about as hard as Senga's thrown a pitch.
Edwards was trying to go yard on that.
We mentioned a couple of times this week pitchers who don't necessarily pay a third time through the order penalties. Senga's one of those. Third time through in his career, they've hit just 192 against him.
Edwards is staying alive in this at bat right here.
Fastballs in a row that Edwards is able to foul off. Senga threw 77 pitches in his first start. This will be his 77th pitch of this start.
Got him. Nasty forkball. Got him. Let's go.
The dose fork for his 4th strikeout of the night. Halfway through, 1-0 Mets.
Let's see, do they give him one more inning? Do they give him one more inning and that's it? Do they call it a night for Kodai Senga? I don't know. I would. First hit or first walk he gives up, then I take him out. Give him one more. Let him build that confidence up. Let him build that trust up. I know, they're in a bit of a restriction with him. Obviously, for him coming back and only being his 2nd start since the postseason, obviously, with him going through injuries, but let him build that consistency back up and do what he has to do. I don't think it's an issue at all.
Your teams. With on-scene reports, we head back to the Garden. The winning right now is kind of building upon itself. And insider analysis.
They are one of the best teams that the NBA has to offer.
Honda Sports all night, every night, starting at 11.
Shout out to the 105 in here, man. Shout out to the 105, man. Appreciate you guys. You guys could be anywhere else, but you guys are here.
It's interesting. Who are your picks to do that? That's part of the problem. I just want to give you a hug. The latest Mets and Yankees news.
Soto, MVP, no doubt about it.
Rumors.
There's a lot of question marks about this team.
And opinions.
I am excited.
I like it. On Baseball Night in New York, presented by your Tri-State Cadillac dealers. Weeknights at 6, only on SNY.
So really, really satisfying to see Kodai Senga. Juan Soto get that hit. Now they're at the top of the order in the bottom of the fifth.
Tyler Phillips, who fires a fastball for a strike.
Tyler Phillips is back in. Throws a high fastball to Francisco Lindor for a strike. Francisco Lindor 2 for 2 today. Average already going up. Like it. You like it. Let's go. Excuse me.
Relievers early in this season. That's line the other way.
Let's go. Third hit of the day. Let's go, Lindor. Going the other way. Got a boy. See, all Lindor needed to do was come home. All he needed to do was come home. That's it. Let's fucking go, man. Let's fucking go.
And then a beautiful bunt. You want to play me out there way deep? I'll take it. Leading off the inning every time he's been.
And again, Lindor, if you're noticing when he's at bat, he's not doing too much. He's just hitting the ball where the ball is pitched. Not doing too much. Not trying to overdo it. Not trying to overreact.
And Phillips checks in on Lindor. You know, you look at what the Mets have gotten out of Max Kranick.
Yeah, I cannot wait till Juan Soto hits his first bomb over here in City as a Met. Dying for it. Absolutely dying for it.
And I asked David Stearns today whether teams are more conscious of taking starting pitchers and turning them into multiple inning relievers now that actual starting pitchers go fewer innings.
Oh, Danny Young. Every time I see Danny Young, I just want to throw up.
He said it's especially
Every time I see Danny Young, I just want to throw up. It's never good with this guy. And then if he's coming in, which it looks like Kodai Senga's night is done.
Yeah, that's what Phillips is for the Marlins.
But if he's coming in and the Mets are not able to cash in more runs, oh boy, talk about clinching your ass cheeks. Every time he comes in, that's the situation, man. It's fucking disgusting.
For Francisco Lindor, his third of the night, his 1,500th career hit, halfway to 3,000.
2-0. So Juan Soto.
You know, getting back to the long relief, the transition, a guy that's a starter. Whitey Herzog always told me that there were just some pitchers I only wanted them to go once time through the order. Well, that one time could be 3 innings out.
Okay.
If he goes 1, 2, 3, it has a clean. But I wouldn't want the lineup to see him a second time.
A unique foot placement by Soto.
3-1. Let's go. So Juan Soto ahead in the count, 3-1. Pete Alonso up on deck.
Michael King or the Mets this year with Clay Holmes. I don't think as much attention has been paid to the need to have multiple inning relievers and how many starters are making that move. So the Mets have done that with Muto and Kranick.
No way. Walked him. Let's go. Runners on first and second with no outs, and you got that hot hand in Pete Alonso. Let's add on, boys. Please, please. I do not want Danny Young coming into this game with a 1-0 fucking lead so he can give that shit up. Bro, please. Let's go, Pete. Smack one in the gap.
Have to eat up more and more innings as starters have gotten less deep into games. Alonso fouls off first pitch fastball, not that he wants.
So a fastball and said, I'll take it.
Lined out to left in the third. Swinging the hottest bat in the lineup right now. They had a chance with a couple of men on. He's got 11 RBIs to lead the team. 5th in the league.
Oh, come on. You've been so disciplined at staying away from those pitches, man. Come on, Pete. Come on, Pete.
Good breaking ball off the plate. Pete swung at 2 bad pitches. Fastball that ran in bad. And then the breaking ball that just missed. But that was a tough pitch to lay off. That slider was a good one.
Come on, Pete. Come on, Pete. Good eye. Good eye. Good eye. Good eye. Good eye.
Was able to keep it in the neighborhood. 1-2. Brandon Nimmo on deck. Interesting that Young is up in the bullpen for the Mets. Senga 5 innings, 77 pitches. You would assume he'd get the 6th, but maybe not.
Let's go, Pete. 1-2.
1-2 coming. And that fastball just missed in.
Just missed.
2-2.
Yep.
That's the
Just
one
missed.
at the first pitch, and he laid off. And Pete is really, really focused up there. From the get-go this season. South Jersey native Tyler Phillips. 2-2 to Alonso. And he hits one on the ground. Works to second one. Lopez on to first in time for the double play.
Fuck,
So
man.
Phillips rolls a pair.
Pete swinging up.
Senga got double play each of the last 2 innings.
And I think that was super low. I think that would have been a ball if we would have just let it go. Damn, Pete grounding on into a double play. Well, Brandon Nimmo, it's your job, boy. It's your job, my guy. And from the way Gamecast is looking, it looks like he did not cash in, of course. So now we got to deal with Danny Young. Yo, okay. I just want to know, and if Stan, if you're in here, if anybody that's watching that wants to comment, what is up with this team? And I keep asking myself, I keep asking a lot of people that I talk to about the Mets, what is up with this team swinging first pitch? Like, I really want to, I just want to know. I really do. It hasn't really proven much of success. It really hasn't. Yet this team for years after years after years consistently tend to do it. I don't get it. Like, the thing is, Brandon Nimmo, and in that moment, should have understood, all right, listen, the momentum is kind of taken out just a little bit because Pete Alonso grounded out into a double play. We had no outs. We had a man on first and second. He put 2 outs on the board by grounding into that double play. Let me try to work this pitcher. Let me try to see what he's going to do with me now that there's 2 outs. Is he going to attack? Is he going to throw me breaking pitches? I'm not swinging at the first pitch. Let me just see real quick. Instead, he swings at the first pitch, and you get the result that you get. Like, guys got to be more patient at the plate, man. And I'm not saying that doesn't happen with us all the time. Like, I'm saying, like, we've had at bats where we're patient out there, where, you know, things are happening. We're making the pitches work. Where their pitch counts are going up. But in that moment where you have a runner at third, and again, like I said before, the momentum kind of comes out because your best hitter right now just grounded on into double play. Like, come on, let's be more smarter. Let's be more smarter when it comes to this, man. I don't understand why this team has this notion that they always got to swing first pitch. I wonder what the hell Eric Chavez is doing. I really, really, really want to know what the fuck Eric Chavez has been teaching these guys, has been telling these guys, because his first pitch shit is not working. It's not. Stan says first pitch for Pete is good mostly because last year he took too many early strikes and then got sliders in the dirt. I agree with you with Nimmo, though. He is good enough. He's a good enough hitter to be patient. Yes, bro, in that situation, any hitter needs to be patient. Like, I don't get it, man. I really don't. And again, I'm frustrated with it because it's happened multiple times. This isn't like it's never happened.
Last out it came in Miami, the last game.
And now Danny Young is in here and he can't throw a fucking strike, bro. Cannot throw a strike. 2-0 already with a 1-0.
Kyle Stowers has walked and struck out tonight, 0 for 1.
Young behind 2-0, and he fires a fastball for a strike.
Fires a strike. Look at that. Congratulations. Jesus Christ.
Allowed no runs and 5 hits, walked 2, struck out 4. So through 2 starts, Senga's ERA is a sparkling 1.80. Through just 77 pitches in his first start and the same number in this start. So they're going a little slow with Senga. And the slider off the plate, and Stowers lays off. 3-1. Otto Lopez on deck, then Matt Mervis.
My Jesus. I'm super scared for this guy. I'm really super scared for this dude.
And Stowers hits one on the ground.
Oh my God. Wow. I'm telling you, shit goes wrong when Danny Young is in this fucking game, bro. Oh my God. Okay. I'm not gonna panic yet. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm gonna really shut the fuck up. I'm not even gonna panic.
He may have thrown him out here with that strong arm of his.
I'm really not gonna panic.
And now Otto Lopez, who's 0 for 2, into a fielder's choice and flied out. And first pitch slider on the back door for a strike as Lopez was bluffing a bunt. It's a softly to second. Backhand flip and no chance for 2.
Well, at least they got the runner on second.
Got that right off the end of the bat.
The best that they could do, but Danny Young has nothing that's efficient. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Just off the end of the bat, his rider is glad. There it goes.
So now we're going to get a pinch hitter, Matt Mervis. The left-hand hitter will not bat, and they'll send up Jonah Bride instead. So with the left-hander in the game, Clayton McCullough goes to his bench. He's got 3 right-handed bats on the bench. Bride hitting for Mervis in the DH spot. Mervis was on base twice with a walk and a single, but they generally keep him away from left-handed pitching.
Well, there's a happy Bride.
From Jonah Bride to Bride of Mets.
He's off to a 2 for 26 start, Bride.
Former Oakland Athletic. And takes a slider for a strike, 0-1. If we're not allowed to call the A's Sacramento, what do we call them? Just A? A? The AAs? No, that wouldn't be right. That would imply a problem they don't have.
They're no longer the Oakland A's.
They were once the Philadelphia A's. They were the Kansas City A's.
Yes, they were.
Someday they'll be the Las Vegas A's. I don't know. It's going to be a problem this weekend. You're not going to have to worry. You're not going to be there. But we're not. Ronnie and I will be
the Sacramento A's.
To play the F.
Organization is such an embarrassment, bro. I swear.
The Bride pitch hitting.
Sacramento A's.
Did
he go?
And he stopped the swing. 2 balls and a strike.
I guess they can't put an apostrophe up there to put A's. It's an anathema.
Well, you wouldn't want to put AS up there without the apostrophe.
Right.
As.
Come on, bro. Oh, my God. He's about to walk another fucking hitter. Keep it low. Keep it low. Make him.
Second time Young's falling behind 3-1.
Strike. Thank you. Keep it low. Come on, man.
I don't know why you're taking. You work for a 3-1 count. Gosh almighty. Sorry.
Lopez at first carrying the tying run. 3-2, 1 out. Not going. And it's in there.
Ooh, I'll take it. I will take it, but ooh, that's questionable right there. That is questionable.
Took 2 fastballs, and he's called out on strikes for the second out. Wow. Borderline knees, but that is a strike.
That is questionable.
Lopez at first. On that pitch, Lopez was moving back toward first.
I'll take
base
it.
As Young threw the pitch.
Keep it low. Keep it low.
Unfortunately, he wasn't running on the 3-2 pitch. Second might have thrown him out. Blackman 0 for 2. Last time up, he had a foul pop-up that Alonso made a terrific play on, reaching over the dugout railing.
Okay. 1-on-1.
He's a good weapon for Young against those right-hand hitters. That slider that starts off the plate and then finds the edge. He's inside with the slider against the swinging strike. 1-2. Young is one of those left-handers that throws more confidently against right-handers than left-handers. He struggles with command against lefties. And on Wagaman, 1-2. Mets bullpen started the day with a collective ERA of 1.29. Never better than they were yesterday. When Craddock, Garrett, Minter, and Diaz combined for 4 1/3 scoreless innings on just 1 hit. 1-2 coming. And the slider a little bit low, 2-2.
Oh, boy. Jose Budo coming up? Okay.
2-2. Out to right field. In comes Soto. He's there.
There we go. Attaboy. Okay. I tip my cap to you, my son. Danny Young kept him in. Thank you. These bats gotta wake up, man. These bats gotta wake up.
There's a lot of question marks about this team and opinions. I am excited. I like it. On Baseball Night in New York, presented by your trusted Cadillac dealers. Weeknights at 6, only in SNY. Honda Sports Night on SNY. Welcome to Honda Sports Night. On to the minute news.
We start with the very latest with Bunk Sports
On your New York teams.
Well, it was a big win for the Rangers.
With on-scene reports.
We head back to the Garden. The winning right now is kind of building upon itself.
And insider analysis.
They are one of the best teams that the NBA has to offer.
Honda Sports
Okay,
Night
so
every night, starting at 11 p.m.
it is being reported by Will Salmon that tomorrow's game, Game 2, has been moved to 4:10 due to weather. And the Mets, and Anthony DeComo actually just posted it right now as well. News: the Mets have moved tomorrow's game against the Marlins, originally scheduled as a 7:10 p.m. start, to a 4:10 p.m. start due to weather. So tomorrow's game is a 4:10 start instead of a 7:10 start. And I'm about to go check right now what the weather is for around that time, because it's kind of odd. Let's see, it's gonna be windy, sunny, windy. Is it gonna rain? Or is it just a wind? Interesting. Okay. It might be. I don't know. It doesn't say it's gonna rain tomorrow. So that's interesting. Interesting to say the least. But yeah, it's interesting to say the least. Interesting to say the least. But yes, the game for tomorrow is changed to a 4:10 game.
The Mets have just announced that because of cold weather expected tomorrow night, the game time tomorrow has been changed from 7:10 to 4:10. And the Mets have also announced that if you have a ticket for tomorrow night's game, you'll get a voucher for a ticket for remaining Monday through Thursday games. So
nice.
Tomorrow's game will be at 4:10 rather than at 7:10. We'll have our coverage on SNY starting at 3:30.
Okay.
Sounds
good. Sounds good. No, Stan. I mean, yes, temperature. Yes. They said due to the cold weather, tomorrow's game will be moved to an early game.
One inning, no runs. Vientos was robbed of a hit his last time up, and a liner to left that Griffin Conine made a terrific diving catch on. And Vientos walked his first time up, so he's had better at bats tonight.
He has. He has had much better at bats.
Vientos, Winker, and Taylor for the Mets in the 6th. And Vientos takes slider for a strike, and it's 1-2.
Right, what would this bottom lineup do this time?
For Miami.
I have to know. I have to know.
3 2/3, allowed a run on 5 hits. Tyler Phillips worked it.
I have to know, bro. I really do. I have to know. What is this? They moved the Detroit versus earlier, and it was slow in mid too. See that I didn't know. And the funny thing is, they were talking about that too. They were saying that there might have been some snow in Detroit, and I was like, really? I was like, okay. I thought they canceled the Yankee game, which I'm sure the Yankees would have preferred. You know, they got their ass whipped, but. Good eye, kid. Good eye, kid. Come on, Vientos. Come on. Can we score some runs, man? Please. Please. Don't keep yourself in a situation where you gotta fucking keep yourself tight because this game is you're only up by 1. Thank you. Good eye, kid. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, Jesus.
Our baseball insiders will break down all the week's Mets and Yankees storylines on Baseball Night in New York, presented by your Tri-State Cadillac dealers, weeknights at 6, only on SNY. New Jersey Winker has popped up and flying out. They're going to have to move Baseball Night in New York tomorrow. Can't have it at 6. It'll be right in the 7th inning. Winker skies one out to left. And Conine waits for it to come down. Winker retired.
Acuna is getting in that back. Cool. I like that. I like that. He deserves more than Brett Beatty does. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be super honest with you.
In 5 of the 6 innings, but they've only been able to get him home once. That was on Juan Soto's RBI.
See what Taylor can do. Let's go, Taylor. Come on, baby. You haven't played that much. Show us what you got. Already a single. Come on.
They just have not hit well with runners in scoring position, but their pitching has been so good, it hasn't always mattered. That's gave up only 3 runs in 3 games against Toronto over the weekend. And now they've held the Marlins scoreless for 6 innings tonight. Tyrone Taylor had a base hit back in the 2nd.
Good eye. Good eye.
Ball 2-0. Blue Jays trying to pull off the red-hot Red Sox at Fenway tonight. Red Sox swept a day-night doubleheader from the Cardinals yesterday. They've now won 5 straight. And remember when Rafael Devers was 0 for 19?
Yes.
He's 10 for 19 since.
Yeah, can't keep a good man down.
That's how that goes. I guess he's okay with that DH spot now. 2-1 to Taylor. And Tyrone.
Taylor had one right there.
To hit there, 2-2.
No, right. Right. Shout out to Stan. Said David, like you said, Winker went for his first pitch and popped it up. Absolutely. That's the problem. They have this. I don't understand why they're always going first pitch. Woo! Caught him. That was nasty.
Pitcher's pitch. Nip and black. Let's see.
Corner.
Yep.
Yeah, corner, man.
Ball framed by Fortes. And Paul Clemens called it a strike. 2 out. And now Luis Angel Acuna, who's down and walked for 1.
Let's go, Acuna.
After getting swept at Fenway last night, now down 8-3 to the Cardinals in the 8th inning tonight. Hottest team in baseball is the Giants. They've won 7 straight. After a walk-off win against the Mariners last night. It's slowly up the third baseline, a foul ball. Who had the walk-off hit for the Giants? Wilmer. Of course it was Wilmer. More walk-off hits than anybody in Mets history.
Wilmer didn't take 4.
Blankets coming in handy tonight. 1-1 coming. And Acuna fouls it back this way and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tigers stayed hot this afternoon. They beat the Yankees 6-2. Andy Ibanez hit a 3-run homer. Tigers have won 4 straight.
Good eye. Let's go.
Second half last year, the way the Tigers came from absolutely nowhere to secure a postseason berth.
Of course.
An interesting young team.
Yeah, they took out Houston in the first round of the playoffs.
And Acuna chases a slider for strike 3.
Oh, boy.
Back-to-back strikeouts. And we've got a 1-0 game going to the 7th.
It's a pitching duel right now, man. It's a pitching duel. It's a pitching duel right now.
Your New York teams.
Well, it was a big win for the Rangers.
RMC reports.
We head back to the Garden.
The winning right now is kind of building upon itself.
And insider analysis.
They don't want the best teams that the NBA has to offer.
Honda Sports Night, all night, every night, starting at 11 p.m. only on SNY.
Get your New York sports here.
Honda Sports Night.
I don't know, man. They're winning right now, which is dope. But again, some of these games where they're winning by 1 or 2 scores, they're not sustainable, man. When your offense is dead like this, again, this team gotta be thankful for Lindor and fucking Soto for doing something. I don't know what it is, man. This team, when it's against teams that are good, their offense is like there. Like their offense is like they're rejuvenated. Like, you know what I'm saying? But then when they play teams that are like lower than them, for like the Marlins, for example, the way they play is just like, oh my God, bro. Like it's always something. It's always something with this fucking team. That's why they always say the Marlins are pesky, but it's always something. Like they always give us fucking problems. I don't get it. I really don't. And just imagine if their owner cared about them. Like imagine if that owner actually cared and had them winning games every year, how different stuff would be.
What a beautiful city we have.
No doubt.
Jose Butto comes on to pitch for the Mets in the 7th.
And you see the accent on the...
Let's go, Butto. Jose Butto in the pitch.
Carnine leads off. Well, I asked Jose today because there have been some people who now have been pronouncing his name Butto. He had previously said it was proper to say Butto, but he acknowledged today that Butto is the proper pronunciation. Acuna handles the ground ball by
easy.
Butto gets his first out. New Jersey does not have the accent on it, however. There is an accent both on the E of Jose and the O of Butto. So it's Jose Butto. It's Dave Myers. No accents. Struck out, grounded out to a double play. And a comebacker goes past the mound.
Oh, what in the...
Acuna, and Myers is safe at first.
The hell was that?
Took an awkward bounce as it went past the mound. I don't know if it hit the rubber or something else, but it took an awkward hop for Acuna. And Myers will get credit for a hit.
No, it hit the mound. You're right. It did hit the mound. And that in-between hop, he couldn't get to the short hop.
So Myers is aboard with 1 out, and now Graham Pauley, who had a base hit to right field his last
Try to keep it low. As you got a lefty, try to keep it low, get him to ground out.
Pauley takes a fastball strike from Butto. Jose had a rough outing on Saturday against Toronto. He went an inning and 2/3, allowed a run on 3 hits.
I thought he threw a lot of too many breaking balls in that appearance, Gary. Too many sliders.
Oh.
There's a change up at the feet of Pauley, and he did not swing 1-1. Well, what surprised me about that, and it's been the case in a couple of Butto's outings this year, that he's thrown a lot of sliders, is that his changeup has always been his best pitch, and he hasn't thrown it very much.
I think depending on what Budo does here, I don't know. I'd probably just keep him in for one more inning. You don't burn the bullpen like that. You only use one bullpen arm in Danny Young. So
went the first 5. This bullpen has been nothing short of spectacular.
Excellent.
And that fastball just off the plate. 2 balls and a strike to Paulie. Nick Fortes, the catcher, on deck. Paulie came over from Toronto in the Tanner Scott, from San Diego in the Tanner Scott deal. The runner going, he grounds one foul. So there's the changeup numbers on Buto, so you can understand why you would think that he would throw more changeups. But that is not the case.
If it's probably Stanek. Probably, yeah.
One or two to Paulie. 2-2 to Paulie.
Caught him. There we go. There we go. Attaboy, Jose.
Down a run, you can't do that. The young players making mistakes. Nice quick move. Oh, Pete puts the tag down on the fanny before his hand got there.
Yeah, got him. There we go.
So with the fanny tag, not a phantom tag. 2 out. Paulie swing misses at the
Look at that. Let's go, Budo. Thank you. Yeah, I'll keep him in. I'll keep him in for the 8. I'll keep him in for the 8. I'll keep him in for the 8. Shout out to the 124 that is in here, man. Appreciate y'all coming in. Like I said before, make sure y'all like, follow, share, and subscribe to the 7 Express podcast. And show us some love, man. Show us some love. We up and coming. We are up and coming.
Honda Sports Night on SNY. Welcome to Honda Sports Night. On to the minute news. Your New York teams.
Well, it was a big win for the Rangers.
With on-scene reports.
We head back to the Garden. The winning right now is kind of building upon itself.
And insider analysis.
They are one of the best teams that the NBA has to offer.
Honda Sports Night. All night, every night. Starting at 11 p.m. only on SNY.
Get your New York sports here.
Shake up, make bucks when I'm on tour. The next level, the best level, your own rules. They never want to level with no rules. I'm ready to go through. Wanna speed it up, wanna heat it up. Kick it up a notch, but you wanna dance.
Let standing close out works perfectly. Yeah, exactly. I would have that. I would have Budo come in for one more in the 8th. Standing close out the 9th. Diaz already went 2 days with you. That's it. Keep it rolling, man. Keep it rolling.
Road ahead, your radio home for the Mets is 8:80 a.m. and streaming on the free Odyssey app. If you're just joining us, tomorrow's game has been moved from a 7:10 start to a 4:10 start because of expected inclement weather. Day game on Wednesday, then the Mets head to the West Coast, play Sacramento, then Minnesota, and then they come home to play the Cardinals next week. Hayden Senger leads off, takes a slider outside from Luke Bacher as we start the bottom of the 7th. Senger has struck out and fouled out. 0 for 2. Mets 1 run, 6 hits. The Marlins no runs and 7 hits. And Senger drives one to center field. Myers chasing back. He'll get there to make the catch. 1 out. Myers players who just got picked off, hiding his face.
Okay, Lindor go 4 for 4. Lindor go 4 for 4.
And once again, the Mets pitching is carrying the load here. There has been outstanding pitching from the Mets. I'm just watching the dancing and the singing. Okay. Lindor is already 3 for 3 in this game. A bloop single to center in the first, a bunt hit in the third, and then he scored the only run of the game. And then he singled to left in the fifth, his 1,500th career base hit. Bacher pours in a fastball for a strike, 1-1. Lindor came into the game hitting 172 to 3 hits, gets him up to 250. It's that time of year. Yep. Behind third, Paulie in the foul ground.
No.
Really can't quite get there through the screen as it lands on the other side. No, not recommended. I mean, the holes in that screen are very small. They're hard to get through. You can reach around a screen to make a catch, and it's fair. You just can't catch the ball off the screen. And it's hard to go through it. Although, as several players have demonstrated, Jeff McNeil most prominently, you can Spider-Man off the
4 for 4 performance from a Lindor. That would be epic.
Tyrell Taylor did that last year.
It's a much needed. Much needed.
You have a better memory than me.
Good eye, kid. Let's go. Work the count. Work the count.
Walker issued a leadoff walk in the 6th, then retired the next 3, and now he's got the first out of the 7th. 3-2 coming to Lindor. San Francisco is right to the mound. In comes Edwards to field.
Oh. Lindor's night is done. A 3 for 4 day. Had a really good day today. He's another monster. Uh-oh. Here we go.
Ending a 2/3 scoreless, and now they're going to go to the next man. That'll be Anthony Veneziano coming in to face Soto.
Honda Sports Night on SNY. Welcome to Honda Sports Night on Ticket Night News. Your New York teams.
What was a big win for the Rangers?
Here is Juanito for yard. I hope you're right, dude. I really do. I hope you're right. I've been dying for him to get a bomb. Here, I'm dying for him to get that bomb here.
Honda Sports Night on SNY. Welcome to Honda Sports Night on Ticket Night News. Your New York teams.
What was a big win for the Rangers?
On-scene reports. We head back to the Garden. The way right now is kind of building upon itself. And insider analysis.
They are one of the best teams that the NBA has to offer.
Honda Sports Night.
Stan, I hope you're right. Stan, I hope you're right, Stan. I hope you're right. I will go fucking nuts if he does. I swear to God.
Soto MVP, no doubt about it. Rumors. There's a lot of question marks about this team and opinions.
I am excited.
I like it on Baseball Night in New York, presented by your Tri-State Cadillac dealers. Weeknights at 6, only in SNY.
It's only been 1 run scored in this game, and that was on Juan Soto's RBI double. Got a little helicopter slider up in the strike zone, outer half. Lindor scores. Anthony Veneziano in to face Soto.
Oh.
Clayton McCullough made exactly this move twice in the series in Miami. Veneziano walked Soto the first time, got him on a ground out the second. And now
So he just threw him nothing but balls.
And slider off the plate 2-0. Soto had that double in the third.
Strike.
Walked in the fifth.
I'm so delayed because I'm seeing everything through the game chat. 2-0. 3-0. Okay.
And 3-0. Oh boy, he's got Pete in the on-deck circle. Like Bacher went an inning at 2/3, no runs, no hits, a walk, 2 strikeouts. Now Veneziano behind on Soto 3-0. And he got it in the knees for a strike, 3-1.
Of course he does, Stan. Of course he does.
The catcher's glove. Very disciplined. He pulls one down at first.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. Second hit of the day. Let's go, kid.
Soto's got his second hit of the night, a 2-out single. That's what's impressive with me. For me, with Soto, how quick he is inside. He is so quick inside. That is not a bad pitch. Now Alonso gets to face the left-hander, and he takes a strike. Pete is 1 for 3 and a single to center back in the first. Pete had 2 at-bats against
Go, Pete. Let's go, Pete.
Miami. Made 2 outs, but the second one was a scorching line drive to left, and he likes this one toward the left field.
Let's go. Let's off the wall. Let's go.
Goes to third. He's gonna have to stop.
Out of boy, Pete. Out of fucking boy. Let's go.
With a well-struck double. A bullet off the fence, and it carried so hard back to Conine, there was no hint of Soto thinking about scoring. Well, it just got out there so fast. 114 miles per hour off the bat. That's just a flat slider that Pete, he's lucky he didn't lift it. It got to the wall so fast, Garrett, and it was played perfectly by Conine. There was just no chance. Pete almost had to hustle to get a double here. So now Nimmo facing Veneziano, against whom he had a hit in the second game of that series in Miami.
This guy. Yeah, I don't get it. Brandon Nimmo. I don't know.
That 2 aboard in the first, and he flied out. Had a runner at third, 1 out in the third. He popped up. He had 2 on in the fifth, and he grounded out to end that inning. Now he's got second and third and 2 out. And Nimmo rolls over that slider.
Lucky. Literally nobody there.
With runners in
Jesus Christ. It's empty as hell.
Into the day hitting
it's cold as hell though.
As a team in those spots. Nimmo tried to change that. And Brandon pops one up in foul ground. And that'll go out of play.
Oh my God, Brandon. Never mind. Oh my God.
Nimmo so far this season, 2 for 4. He drives this one out to left. Conine.
Nope.
Started back, now moves over and makes the catch. And that retires the side. The Mets leave 2 more in scoring.
Oh, brother.
After 7.
You know, this is just a product of the offense right now. This is just a product of the offense. It's Soto, it's Lindor, Soto, Pete, and then everybody else is just falling asleep. Your 1, 2, and 3 are literally carrying your team like they're supposed to, and everybody else is just gone. It's just out. It's to see the adjustments that they're making. Oh my God, bro. And when I say adjustments, I'm talking about like watching other at bats, like you saw Brandon Nimmo that he was pressing horribly, and that's not who he is. So, oh brother. Again, games like this get me scared because now it's like a situation where you're hanging on a cliff. You're expecting the next guy to come up in here, which again, if Budo stays, you're hoping that Budo could give you another strong inning and keep them in the game at all times. Sometimes that's just not gonna happen. Sometimes you're gonna find yourself having to go ahead and deal with the fact that you got runners in scoring position, no outs, and you're up 1-0 in the 8th inning. You know what I'm saying? Like those 1-0 leads could just, that's it. So, that's just a factor of it, man.
First and third and 1 out against Kodai Senga. Had the base stolen here, Garrett, and the head first slide, and he came off the bag, and Lindor keeps the tag on him. Another runner early, last gets picked off, so 2 youthful errors. Liam Hicks pinch hitting, rolls over one against Buto. Acuna with the play. Hicks the pitch hitter.
Easy. Let's go. That's one out. Let's go.
Let's see what's coming up on Infinity Postgame Live. Gary Apple and Todd Zeeler standing by.
All right, Garrett, strong pitching again by the Mets tonight. What did you make of Kodai Senga?
I mix his pitches a little differently this time. Use the fastball effectively, and we're going to take a look at Lindor as well.
All right. See you guys coming up. Postgame show, Infinity Postgame Live. Garrett, keep.
That's with a 1-0 lead. They've allowed just 3 runs on this homestand. This is the 4th game. Xavier Edwards takes a call strike from Buto. Buto threw only 8 pitches in the 7th inning. So he gets the 8th as well. It could well be that Edwin Diaz is not available today. He worked the last 2 days.
Stanek hasn't pitched in 4 days.
So I think Stanek probably will get.
Bregman and Devers were 8 for 9. Well, I mean, that's great. That's obviously great for Boston. You need those. Those are your 2 main guys. You need those guys to wake up.
Get used to that. This is away with a slider. 2 balls and a strike to Edwards, who has 2 hits tonight. Francisco Lindor has 3 hits tonight. He's graduated to a quarterback hand warmer. He's got the kangaroo pouch.
It's fucking freezing. Francisco Lindor, for those of you that didn't see, he has the hand pouchers that football players start that they use when their hands get cold. He has them. He literally has it. Vientos has one as well. His hands are freezing.
Buto behind in the count for the first time. And this is away ball 4, so Edwards is on base for the 3rd time tonight.
And a threat to steal.
He's already got 1 stolen base in this game. So now Kyle Stowers will come up against Buto. With the time run at first, Jeremy Hefner will pay Buto a visit before that happens. And the aforementioned Ryan Stanek starting to get loose.
He'll be ready. He's strong.
If they need him for 5 outs, maybe he can deliver that. He had a huge outing in the postseason where he got 7 outs. We're going to do that early in the year with one of your short guys, but 5 outs is doable. Pirates beat the Cardinals tonight 8-4. That's 4 straight losses for St. Louis. Joey Bart had a home run for the Pirates.
Yeah, the Cardinals are now off that hot start. They're 2 under.
So here's Stowers, who has a walk and an infield hit tonight, 1 for 2. Edwards and his speed at first.
Yeah, Edwards. They're gonna have Edwards steal right here.
In the 7th inning, trying for a number.
They're gonna have Edwards steal.
Buto picked off Dane Myers in the 7th.
Fastball right there.
So trying to keep that pitching hand warm on a 43-degree night. To the first, got back in as Towers took another fastball for a strike. He almost popped up off that bag. Sure did. So now Buto ahead on
Buto.
2 with a couple of fastballs. And he blew one by him for strike 3.
Let's go.
Buto going with number 1. Well, he's got his second strikeout, 2 out of the inning. That's a good scouting report. Big uppercut swing, low ball hitter. Never going to catch up with a high heater. Going to swing under it with that uppercut. So 2 out. Edwards still at first. And now Otto Lopez, who's gone 0 for 3 tonight. Buto trying to get through 2 scoreless innings. And he gets a high strike call to Lopez, 0-1.
Buto last time out threw all those sliders. Tonight he's coming out throwing gas.
Stanek just standing around in the bullpen, making the occasional toss. As Buto tries to get through the inning, there's the slider.
What a slider.
Lopez 0-2.
Slider didn't even touch the strike zone. He got fooled.
See if they send Edwards here on 0-2. Blocked by Sanger on a slider in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Sanger's a good receiver back there. Solid, terrific blocker. Just really impressing me tonight.
Got to the big
1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. 2 outs, man on first. 20 pitches in for Jose Buto.
Challenge. 1-2. Just got a piece. Ever set that on Sanger's glove. Still a ball, 2 strikes on Lopez. Let's try to win another close, well-pitched game. They won 3-2 on Saturday, 2-1 yesterday, up 1-0 in the 8th tonight. 1-2 coming from Buto to Lopez. That first to throw over. Edwards has his 3rd stolen base of the year tonight. 1-2. Ground ball past the mound.
King size.
Is there.
King size. King size.
Jose Buto with 2 scoreless innings.
King size, man. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That is how you do it, man. Out of boy to Jose Buto, man. For real. This bullpen has been clutch. This bullpen has been clutch. And now, you know, depending on what the Mets do in this inning right now. Oh boy, this offense sucks. Absolutely sucks. Holy crap. The offense should be buying fucking dinner for the bullpen.
Sports Night on SNY. Welcome to Hunter Sports Night. On to the bad news.
We start with the very latest with Juan Soto.
Your New York teams.
Well, it was a big win for the Rangers.
With on-scene reports.
We head back to the Garden. The winning right now is kind of building upon itself.
And insider analysis.
They are one of the best teams that the NBA has to offer.
Honda Sports Night. All night, every night. Starting at 11 p.m. only on SNY.
Get your New York sports here.
The latest Mets and Yankees news.
Jose Buto has been clutch, man.
Rumors.
There's a lot of question marks about this team.
And
Stanek is gonna reach 98 plus. Yes, I mean, listen. Stanek is the perfect guy. Is the perfect guy to go to. Is the perfect guy to go to. I just wish that again this offense could wake up and just let these guys, you know, just bro. Need these guys to go ham, bro. Especially the bottom of the lineup like this. these close games like that, you're not always gonna win those, and that's my frustration. And, I'm happy we're winning them, but there are gonna be times where you're gonna give up the lead. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see, man. We will see. These 1-0 leads, these scare me. They honestly, they really do scare me.
On to Sports Night after the postgame tonight, all the day in baseball in celebration of UConn's 12th Women's National Championship. Liam Hicks will do the catching in the bottom of the 8th. George Soriano will do the pitching.
Giving up 4 home runs, 2 of them to the Mets in that first game of that series, the 10-4 blowout. Mets really hit him hard.
Luis Torrens and Brandon Nimmo both took Soriano deep in that game. Mark Vientos has walked twice and been robbed of a hit on a liner to left. For one of his better offensive nights.
Swinging the bat better tonight. This has been a big step forward for Mark.
If you're just joining us, the game time tomorrow has been moved up from 7:10 to 4:10 because of expected cold weather. 2-0 coming. And slider in for a strike, 2-1.
A Vientos home run would feed families, bro.
All right, Stanek getting ready for the same opportunity in the ninth.
Again, guys, I apologize that I'm not talking so much. Obviously I have the audio of the game in the background, so you guys can hear. But yeah.
Jesse Winker on deck, and then Tyrone Taylor is the best look for insurance in the bottom of the 8th. And it's outside ball 4. Vientos walks for the 3rd time tonight. Marlins pitchers have walked 5, and Vientos has gathered 3 of them. And now Winker, who has had a difficult night at the plate, got 0 for 3. Hit the ball in the air 3 times. Nats beat the Dodgers tonight. 6-4. Mackenzie Gore went 6 innings for the win. James Wood hit a home run. We'll get a pinch runner. Jose Siri will run for Vientos at first base.
And that'll be an attempted steal here.
Siri running for Vientos. Now they can bring in Brett Beatty to play third base in the 9th inning.
Okay. So they obviously take out Vientos. Jose Siri is a pitch runner. Put some speed in there. Probably send him. I'll send him.
Hit to the bunt from Winker, who takes a changeup for a strike, 0-1. George Soriano, the 5th Marlins pitcher of the night. The starter Valente Beozo gave up a run on 5 hits and 3 2/3, but the bullpen has been solid. Siri dives back in. He has 1 stolen base so far this year. Antoine Richardson giving him a couple of pointers about Soriano's move. Siri takes a nice, healthy lead.
Thank you, Stan. Appreciate that. I didn't talk much because I was, obviously letting Gary and them do the talking, kind of giving my cliff notes a little bit, but kind of just letting the game roll by. It's a little harder to do it by yourself. Obviously I have my co-host that there'll be times where they won't be able to come in like tonight. But when they do have time, they'll be up here and we can start doing more of these with those guys up here. So first time doing it, and I wanted to do it with a series that the Mets could dominate. Obviously, they didn't really dominate offensively like that, but they put themselves in position to possibly win this game. So I appreciate you always coming in. Appreciate the 146, man. Please give us a big follow to the 7 Express podcast and to Top Bunk Sports, man.
Quick cut by Winker, and it comes up empty, 1-2. Tyrone Taylor waits on deck.
What does Jesse Winker do right here?
Yet to try it. Now he goes.
Ooh, swing and a miss. Caught him. Oh! Nope. Wow, he would have been out. He would have been out if he didn't drop that ball. Wow, would have been a strike him or throw him out play. Look at that, man.
But the ball was in the dirt, and Edwards came down and lost the ball on the attempted tag. So it's a strikeout of Winker, but Siri picks up the stolen base. The one out, the runner in scoring position, and Tyrone Taylor coming up. Taylor's 1 for 3 at an opposite field single back in the second. Since then, he's fouled out and struck out, and he takes fastball inside from Suriano. Taylor takes a slider that misses. 2-0. Luis Angel Acuna waiting on deck.
Let's go.
Siri looking over his shoulder. He's going to turn third and try to score.
Safe. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Tyrone Taylor, baby. 2 hits. He's definitely playing tomorrow. He has to play tomorrow.
Hasn't played, hasn't had a start since the last game in Miami, and gets 2 hits tonight and tries in a big insurance run. Strong throw home, Garrett, right on the money. But the speed of Siri, I don't know why Siri was looking over his shoulder as he started his break toward third base. Slowed him down a little bit, but he still was able to scamper across the plate in time. And now Acuna takes a strike. So Tyrone Taylor with his first run batted into the season, and that's a big one. It gives Stanek a little breathing room in the ninth. Nice 2 for 4 night for Tyrone with the RBI. Big 8th inning RBI. Acuna's 0 for 2 and a walk today. And he chops one to the right side. Lopez comes in and makes the play. That retires the side. That's the second out. As Taylor goes to second. It's the play at the plate. He clearly safe. Just got in front. Speed kills. So now runner in scoring position for Hayden Singer. Looking for his first career run batted in. He's gone 0 for 3 today. I was talking with Hayden before the game. Grew up in Cincinnati, went to Miami of Ohio. Took him a long time to get to the big leagues. I asked him if he ever got discouraged. He said, 2 years ago, I was the backup catcher at Binghamton, and I was starting to feel pretty down about things. And then we got to the playoffs that year, and as soon as the playoffs in AA began, he said, I felt great again. And it really gave me a spark toward reasserting himself to get to the big leagues, and now he's had the opportunity. Yep. Yeah, when you're in the minor leagues and you're not starting, it's kind of, you got to look yourself.
Oh, the replay show how fast they're. Yeah.
23 in AA, and now Singer's
listen, they brought him in for power and speed at the bottom. Singer, yep, closing time. Let's go, Ryan Stanek.
Gives the Mets some breathing room. 2-0 going to the ninth.
The latest Mets and Yankees news.
Soto MVP, no doubt about it.
Rumors.
There's a lot of question marks about this team.
And opinions.
I am excited.
I like it. On Baseball Night in New York, presented by your tri-state Cadillac dealers. Weeknights at 6, only in SNY. Honda Sports Night on SNY.
Welcome to Honda Sports Night.
On to the Met news.
We start with Gary Vegas with Bunk Sports X.
On your New York teams.
Well, it was a big win for the Rangers.
With on-scene reports.
We head back to the Garden. The way right now is kind of building upon itself.
And insider analysis.
They don't want to be best teams
Honda Sports Night, all night, every night, starting at 11 p.m. only on SNY.
Get your New York sports here.
Look at that. It's interesting, too. Who are the things to do that? That's part of the problem. I just want to give you a hug. Honda Sports Night on SNY. Welcome to Honda Sports Night. On to the night news.
We start with the very latest with one soda.
Your New York teams.
Well, it was a big win for the Rangers.
With on-scene reports.
We head back to the Garden. The way right now is kind of building upon itself.
And insider analysis.
They are one of the best teams that the NBA has to offer.
Honda Sports Night, all night, every night, starting at 11 p.m. only on SNY.
Get your New York sports here.
All right. Brett Beatty's in the game.
Third base after Mark Vientos was taken out for a pinch runner. And Ryan Stanek will look for his
Let's go. Standing time to close it. Let's get it. Shout out to the 146 in here. Appreciate y'all. We about to finish up.
As a Met, and he gets a chance for one tonight.
And he's plenty rested, hasn't pitched since the final game. He missed the Toronto series, so he's strong.
Jonah Bryant will be the first man up against him. Bryant came up as a pinch hitter and took a call third strike in the sixth. And he takes a strike on the outside corner for 0-1.
You have to take a swing.
Eric Wagaman and Griffin Conine to follow against Stanek. And he throws that slider right on the corner for a strike and gets ahead 0-2.
Two big-time sliders. Knees in black outside corner.
This is the third appearance for Wright. He's only worked an inning and a third this year. He was such a force for the Mets in the postseason last year after struggling early in his Mets tenure. And in the air to deep right center field, back in the gap goes Taylor. He'll get there.
Let's go. That's one.
Catch. And Bryant retired, one away. So Stanek has the first out. This is the Mets' 10th game of the season. They've allowed a total of 22 runs. Only 17 earned runs in these 10 games, with 2 outs to get in this one. Fastball for a call strike to Wagaman, 0-1. Pitching has just been extraordinary.
It has been.
And every button that Carlos Mendoza has pushed in that bullpen has worked out. Wagaman chases the slider for strike 2.
This is terrific from Stanek right there. Usually I feel he overthrows, and he's all in on every pitch. But he seems a little more relaxed here, not overthrowing, and he's getting great command. He can lose command. And I think it's because he overthrows. He throws hard enough.
He's thrown 5 straight strikes. 0-2 coming. This is down with the splitter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Left-hand batting Griffin Conine on deck. Wagaman trying to get on any way he can to get the tying run up for Miami. 1-2 coming from Stanek. He just got a piece of that splitter to stay in the at-bat. Jonah Senga in line for the win. He went 5 scoreless tonight. Danny Young pitched the 6th. Jose Buteau the 7th and 8th. And now Stanek trying to finish off the shutout. That's looking for their second shutout victory on this homestand. 1-2.
Got him. Wasn't even ready for that one. Let's get it.
And so the Marlins are down to their final out on this chilly night in New York. Met fans staying warm with their heavy clothes and their blankets and the dogs, and on the verge of another win. Griffin Conine 1 for 3, and he flies one out to shallow right center field. Should be easy for Taylor.
Yep.
And the ball game
That is game, boys. That is game, everybody. Ryan Stanley gets his first save as a New York Met. The Mets scored 2 runs, allowed 7 hits from Miami, no runs from Miami. The pitching, again, dominates as per usual. And a cold night, the Mets took care of business, man. You gotta give the Mets credit, man. They really pulled it. The offense again. It's gonna have its cold moments right now, but again, if it wasn't for the pitching, the Mets would not be in this game. What a way to start off the series. Going tomorrow, obviously an early game tomorrow due to the weather, and then obviously you're going for the sweep before you go into Sacramento. So it should be a fun one. It should be I can see a sweep, but we'll see how that goes. Shout out to the Mets. I appreciate everybody that has tuned into this live. I know it was probably a little bit boring. 145 that I see in here. Like I said, I know it was probably a little bit boring because I really wasn't talking much towards the middle to the end. But we hope to do more of these as, the season does go by. There's other content creators that are doing it. So when there is free time for us to do it, when they're not doing it, we will put out a notification and all that for people to kind of realize it and tune in and really vibe out with us like you did today. Hopefully the next time we do one, my guys in Amish and AP and Chris, they can come in and stay put and really vibe out with us. I was trying to do as much as I could. This is my first time doing it by myself, so I was trying to do as much as I could. It's a learning experience. This is fun. I hope to do it more as we go. But I really do appreciate y'all. Shout out to the Mets, man. 2-0 victory. We go on tomorrow with Clay Holmes. It is your guy, Top Bunk, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace.
This is SNY's Gary Cohen, and this train ride is over. This is the last stop on the train. Please exit onto the platform. Thank you for riding with us.